till the fucking cows come home, whether they're far away or near to start with. It doesn't fucking matter.
I mean,
you're bickering about nonsense.
I mean, GPS is not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't really want to talk about it. If you want to talk about it, we can. But I mean, Merle, do you want to say anything about GPS or anything?
It kills you.
It doesn't kill us.
And that's why nobody goes to
unless you have a
because they want to keep the ball of yarn intact, I guess.
If you were to produce mass attractive mass in a vacuum, that would pretty much kill my position on fire.
GPS kills you already.
Then I would help the globe bring it back to its former glory. Yes. Obviously we'd go out there and find curvature. Obviously we'd find rotation. Obviously we'd find all these things, but we need that mass attracting mass first. Obviously,
we have those already.
Science.
Chemo.
Yes.
I skimmed through the video because now I remember that I've seen it before, and they're only measuring elevations and angles.
Did you have pigtails in?
Don't measure.
Did you put pigtails in when you were skipping?
The surface of the earth.
When you were skipping, did you put pigtails in?
The map.
What?
Did you wear pigtails?
Is it really the best you can do?
Oh, that's your job.
You said he was skipping.
Guys, can Merle get a word in edgewise, please?
The map is never the territory. So it's like you can't eat the menu. You don't live on a map. You don't live on a model.
Whoever the fuck said we did? We don't live on it. Yes, we don't live on the model. Never said we did.
Yeah.
Merle, did you just learn something?
Yeah.
Did you think you've been driving around on a map all these years?
Don't be so attached to the map.
The map is a tool, like you.
We know distances on Earth, and those don't match the flat Earth. Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's why latitude and longitude don't work on a flat Earth. What?
You know what that's called, bro?
Yeah.
When you do that, when you think the map is the territory, you know what fallacy that is?
What one?
Reification.
Yes.
Reification fallacy.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of fallacies from the flat Earth, and I've come up with another one that particularly Kiwi uses all the time, and I call it a dumb fuck fallacy. Can I use that without getting banned from anywhere?
They appeal to ignorance a lot.
Oh,
yeah, that's a polite way of putting it. Yeah, I'll use that.
Yeah. We don't know what anything is.
All right, look, we're losing momentum here now. I need to step down because the momentum was high and we were crushing.
You're losing your mint.
I thought Mo was going to come in and continue the crushing of the globe, but it seems we're losing momentum here. We need to pick up the pace. We need to. Go ahead, Mo.
I crushed them before.
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't.
There's nothing to crush. I mean,
no.
You can't crush anything.
Do you want me to do it again?
Yes, please. Let's see it.
Yeah, come on. This would be good for a laugh.
That'd be a good meme from a flat earther. I'm losing my mental.
Momentum. Let's pick up the pace. Come on.
Just because they don't.
Here's my impression of Merle crushing us. Ready? Here's my impression.
Yeah, come on. Crush us.
Yeah.
You guys don't realize the globe is dead. It's over.
Is that it?
I would come from a more scientific approach and say that you have no science to back up your idea. And if you do, you present it here right now for us to see so we can replicate. And obviously,
you have no science for anything.
Well, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the science. Do you have any science to support the heliocentric model? No. So what you guys have to do in this moment,
so we have science.
You have to recognize something.
We already showed it with the accelerometer today.
Okay, on one of the highest scales imaginable. You've got to realize you've been duped. Obviously, unless you can provide science here and now today.
Yeah, we can measure the rotation with a gyro. We can measure mass attracting mass or show it. So there's a lot of things.
That's the funniest thing about the old what was the behind the curve or whatever the fuck it was called, the little ring laser gyro.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing was that they come out and said it was measuring the rotation of the Earth. I mean the sky. The fucking thing's attached to the Earth, you dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah, but even with Bob's experiment,
Yeah.
I mean, one would have to ask, what was the cause of this effect in his device?
Yeah, and with your thermometer, we would have to ask what is the cause for the effect. I mean, you can say everything is fake and lie,
It
but
can't
obviously you can
measure
take the gyro
rotation of
and
the
move the gyro
stars.
and it picks them.
It can't measure the rotation of the stars if it's attached to the Earth.
Correct.
It's not science and rockets.
Look, again, science, you guys are avoiding the scientific path. Okay?
You just
No,
avoided it
no.
right then by saying that.
So what is your observed phenomenon, Jazzaconda?
You don't need one.
A mongoloid.
Yes, you do need one, Scott Veach,
No,
because...
you don't need one. Chemo.
Don't interrupt me, Veach. I wasn't even finished. I'm about to let you
Oh, my
respond to my question here and explain to you why we need that observed phenomenon. Because we could just make up anything and say this is the case. I'm going to reaffirm it and use my bias of my own thoughts, what I think is true, and then you can work with that, reifying obviously what we're giving it concreteness now.
Like you saying water is horizontal.
Yeah,
God, you
you
can
can't do
respond to
that.
that part then.
You can't do that. I'll tell you why you can't do that. It's because you have to have a hypothesis that you test, and the test has to be a rigorous test. So you can't just make anything up. You can do that, but then your test will cause it to fail. That's the whole point of the testing phase. So having a observed phenomena is not at all requisite as long as you have a hypothesis that you test.
You done? Finished?
I'm done. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so when we're doing science in the natural and physical world, we have to have that observed phenomenon in order to conduct.
Hold on. Can we just stop there? Can you said you're here to teach us, right? What do you mean by natural physical world? Go.
So nature, outside, untouched by human hands. Like if you were to touch a bird, like if a bird has a bird, like an egg, baby bird, and you touch that bird, the mummy bird doesn't want to go back to the baby bird. Why? Because it's been influenced and touched by human hands. Yes?
So is it man-made?
What?
It's a scent.
The man-made bird then?
Right, so now it's got the man-made scent. Right, exactly. It's got influence by the man-made. So now we cannot. The mum cannot use any natural.
Right.
Okay, you get it.
Bird is
So
the
what
word.
we're talking about is you go outside of the natural physical world.
But hold on, Kim. Hold on.
What?
You're getting too far ahead.
What?
You slow down, teacher.
Okay.
Listen. What's the opposite of natural?
The opposite, unnatural.
Unnatural. Okay. And what's the next part past natural and unnatural? What's another type of
natural and
natural?
unnatural. So it's either natural or unnatural.
And you've got supernatural.
No. You got because, like I said, if you touch that bird, it's not from nature
so
now.
You
it's
have
not natural.
to say that everything
that bird
that we
didn't
see
get naturally
and
that.
touch.
Look,
hold on. Everything that we see and touch and experiment and look at and all the rest of it, by definition,
this is between me
even
and
though we're
Veach.
touching it,
You've just derailed from Veach.
It's not supernatural, is it?
Not interested in the supernatural. I'm talking about natural versus unnatural.
And it's not
Supernatural
unnatural
is
either,
unnatural.
is it?
Supernatural
Is
is
the
natural.
bird
It's just
unnatural
supernatural.
now?
Right now, we're talking about truthful versus its
Supernatural is
opposite,
natural. It's just
which is chemo.
supernatural. That's all. Not
The opposite of
natural.
truthful is chemo.
This is
Just
true.
extra natural.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
A human
Chemo, if
touching
you
a
touch
bird
baby
does
red
not
herrings,
make it
Can we
invalid.
get
you
serious?
moron.
Chemo, if you touch baby red herrings, do the mom fishes want to touch them too?
I don't know
Chemo,
about fishes,
we have
but I know
been- we have
birds.
been-
If you touch the bird,
we have been manipulating-
Maybe mother bird doesn't want to touch baby bird anymore.
Yeah, so it's unnatural. So
I think
Kimo,
it's the same with red herrings.
we have been fucking with the atmosphere with CO2 emissions from cars and stuff. How can you do a scientific experiment on relative density because we've fucked with the air, so it's unnatural now?
Anyway, percent's here now. So percent.
Oh, quick change
What's up,
subjects.
everyone? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. We're just going through science, just trying to break it down, how to apply it basically.
And let me guess, they got stuck on step 1.
Yeah, there we go. Take it away.
Typical.
Veach, you
Yeah,
haven't
Kimo,
run away,
that's
have you,
what I
Veach? Where's Veach?
Step
You
one.
still here, Veach?
I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here.
so look, percent is here now. Let's go through the scientific method.
Oh,
He's not
good.
have anything better to say. You don't need an observed phenomenon. Period.
What are you guys talking about? Like, what are you using the scientific method for?
Nothing. We're just putting the abstract.
The steps, the steps. So, like, the steps. Yeah? No, Andrew, never that. It's just I like to share the mic. Especially when the flat earthers arrive. But we're just going through the scientific method. So he's saying that you can just start with a hypothesis, not an observed phenomenon. So, step one, I don't know for you, percent. Tell him your step one, and mine is observed phenomenon, actually natural. He's saying he can start with a hypothesis.
All you need is a hypothesis that you tested.
Yeah, it has to be based in reality. So you can't just like imagine something. It has to be based in reality at some point.
Testable. As long as it's falsifiable, it's good enough.
But where's it based in reality?
It just depends on what it is. But everything's going to be it's testable. It's by definition based in reality.
That's why we were trying to discover what natural meant. Percent. Maybe you can take us through what you think.
Give us an example of something you just imagine, and then figure out a test.
I have a hypothesis that if I freeze water, it will become heavier. I just made that up. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I can go test it. That's a reasonable way to do science. Now, is it a very efficient way to do science? Maybe not, but it can be done that way.
Okay, but you know ice exists, right? You know that water can be frozen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that so if it can be tested, it's in reality.
Okay, but the reason you know ice exists because you've seen it. So
it was not about whether ice
the natural phenomenon is you seeing ice.
Well, okay, look, that's the point. Is that we don't have to identify natural phenomena. It's always going to be there. So if you have a hypothesis, then the natural phenomena could be that part of your hypothesis exists.
Yeah, as long as it's something that is real. Like ice is real.
But if you think about it, then you don't really need an observed phenomenon, because if the observed phenomenon can count as the X component is a real thing, that's my observed phenomenon, then why even bother saying it? Anything can be observed phenomenon.
No, not anything, because unicorns can't be an observed phenomenon because you've never observed them.
You're not providing any useful information.
Anyway, as long as it's something that's based on reality.
You just skip it is the truth. You do not need to put anything, you don't need to declare it, you don't need to know it. Just do your hypothesis and test it. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, but if your hypothesis is talking about fake things that aren't real, like ghosts and unicorns,
I get it.
It's not going to be testable.
I get it, but if you can test your hypothesis, then it is real.
Of course.
So here's the two,
and vice versa.
Things you need.
If it's real, you can test it.
Here's the two things you need. Here's the two things you need: a hypothesis and a test of it. You don't need an observed phenomenon because that is subsumed within the idea that you have a hypothesis you can test.
Yeah, so you do need it. It's just inherent in that.
Or you don't need to state it, is my point, I guess.
Fair enough. So what's the hypothesis?
I don't think we have one.
Do you really think somebody's going to remember what was the hypothesis when Kimo was talking? He's going from a...
There really wasn't one. He was talking in the abstract.
Yeah, I mean, with his ideas of science, when Riley did the egg test, that water was contaminated by humans. He added a salt. The chickens were touched by humans, so it's unnatural egg in unnatural water, and he added unnatural salt.
No. That was fucking hilarious.
This whole idea that it has to be like not man-made in order to be, it's just ridiculous. It's just silliness.
Yeah.
No.
Plus, I don't know when Riley has seen floating eggs in nature. I guess he can see them somewhere, but...
Chemo's feeling the pressure of being a flat earther. He wants to come back to the globe because it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier because, observations agrees with you and the tests.
Because you've got Google. Everything's just a click of a
button. Yeah, but your soul doesn't agree with you.
No, there is no soul, though, but... it's just brain functions, so...
Yep. I don't have a soul.
Me neither.
I had one, but no.
You sold it to NASA.
I sold it to Satan.
For $666.
No.
Tommy, you said you don't have a brain.
No, he played himself. He did $6.66.
No, I did it for ice cream. I just wanted some cookies and cream from Bluebell. Should have been last.
And how much did the ice cream cost?
Probably like
$666.
Not even that much.
Mason ice cream.
$9.99.
He didn't even give me the on-brand. He gave me the off-brand kind, and it was a disaster. Luckily, I don't need my soul for anything.
Yeah, in this life.
I have a soul. I've got a pair of them.
Hey, what's this? What do you mean by that? Am I going to need it? I need it afterwards?
You think there's life after death?
Well, you're damned afterwards.
Oh, I quite
Did
like
you
the
hear us say
sound.
anything about that? That wasn't clear.
Eternal damnation, Veach.
Damn it.
I
No
thought
pun
that's
intended.
what this Discord server was.
Oh, but Veach, all you have to do is a second before you die, you just say sorry.
That's not how
So
it
what I'm
works.
gonna do is I'm gonna challenge them to I'm gonna learn the fiddle. I'm gonna challenge them to a fiddle contest.
The creator knows
Aha.
your intentions.
Play that fiddle hard.
I am. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna.
Well, if the creator
that
knows
fiddle
my intentions, then there's
music, white
nothing I can
boy.
do.
Well, see, the devil. He's looking for a soul to steal. And
Did he go down to Georgia?
I was going to
Yeah.
say, you need to be in Georgia, don't
how
you?
did you know that? How did you know?
Ah,
Oh,
you're privy to
just
such
a
things.
wild get. Just
The
a wild
devil
guess.
doesn't need to steal.
Yeah, look there.
God steals.
He's got a
How did I-
persuasive tongue. Besides, the evil things
Stupid
are
God gave
alluring.
him the tongue.
I was thinking about trying to make
Stupid
a
God
TV
made
show
the devil.
about God, the devil taking souls, but like about the negotiations. I don't know if it will work or not.
Veach, did you see any difference when you gave the soul away? Like, are you unconscious now or
I could
something?
probably come clean and tell you guys I was making that up. I never met the devil. I didn't actually sell my soul. I was just being silly.
Backpedaling.
I was going to ask you, did you lose weight?
Moving the
No,
goalposts, speech.
What was it, like 1 gram or something? Is that what they said the body is
21
lost?
grams or something. Yeah.
Did you lose mass or did you lose weight?
I didn't meet the devil. I was just kidding around. Now he's probably going to show up like, I heard you've been talking about me.
Don't worry, it's just Dave Grohl dressed up.
Emo is gonna come back soon and talk to you, so.
Have you ever pet a
Stealing
black dog,
souls.
Veach?
How?
Well, that was Satan.
I also danced with the devil in the pale moonlight once. He was...
It's spiritism.
bet he
and
stepped on your
Satan
toes.
said that the earth is.
like
The devil
girl
said that the earth is
form.
flat when I
was a
played
guy
spiritism.
form.
Loving all these pop culture references. It's great.
Yeah, if anyone starts singing, I'll scream.
No, singing's banned here.
Yeah, that's right.
What if chemo is the devil?
Oh, just imagine an eternity with him. Oh.
I'll pray for you guys. I'll
Oh,
pray
yeah.
that you guys have the insight to realize that all of this design, it wasn't just by chance. You know,
Well, of course it was,
that,
and it was directed evolution. Evolution isn't just chance; it's directed.
that all of it
works.
is creation by a creator. I'll
How do
pray
you
for
know
you.
that
Maybe.
it's designed?
Who created
How do you
the
know that it's
creator?
designed?
You know what that's crazy to me, percent is that so creator or not creator, but let's say there's a creator. If I'm a creator and I want to create this universe, the mechanism of evolution is about the most divine way to do it that I can imagine. It's incredibly elegant and efficient and beautiful. It's perfect. It's exactly how I would imagine the creator would do things. Is wind evolution up and then let evolution go.
Yeah, that'd
So
be
he
great
stuffed up-
if you could prove it.
The
Oh, it's
creator,
not
stu-
perfect,
the creator stuffed up on a designing the human body. You put the waste disposal near the pleasure shed. I don't know why he done that.
Yeah, that was strange.
Well,
Percentage, how do you? Sure.
the other way I've heard it is he got in terms of male and female, he got the plumbing right, but the wiring all fucked up.
The plumbing is the wiring.
So percentage, how do you know that it's created?
No, the plumbing's the wiring, and the mental state is the mental state is wiring.
Yeah, right the first time. yeah.
I know.
He will go
That
with
is a good
sun.
question. How do you know it's creative?
He will go with
Because
sun.
what do you contrast it with if everything is?
I don't.
If everything is.
I don't know it's created, but this is the fucking funny thing. I wonder. The Earth's a globe. There's no fucking question about it. It's observably and rationally a fucking globe. You can tell the stars don't
Faulty
change
premise.
angular size, so they're fucking millions and fucking billions of miles away. It's
Faulty premise.
it's not science and rockets. But what the thing is why would you flat earthers want your creator to make everything fake, to make what you believe reality? Because that would mean that your creator's a real basic bitch. an actual creator would have made the moon 246,000 miles away and the sun 93 million miles away, and given us a chance to expand civilizations once we fuck this planet, which we're clearly doing. You can deny as much as you want, but we're clearly doing it.
So your question is, if there's a creator, then why is there so much deception? Correct?
No, my question is, why would you believe that the single reason, like literally for you to believe the Earth's flat, everything has to be fake just to believe that?
That's not true.
It is true.
No.
It is true.
Most things in life are true. You know, the horizon is truly flat. The Earth is truly not moving. The water is truly wet. There are no lies here. The only lies are in the propaganda, the rhetoric, and like, you know, the advertising and censorship and all that stuff. The man-made shit.
The only thing on the flat Earth that is real is that the Earth's here. It looks flat, which I understand because it's a big old bitch. A cuble's flat. If you think about every single point on the surface of it, it's absolutely flat.
But we could prove a cue ball is a ball. We can't.
It's more flat.
Yeah.
We've never proved the Earth is a sphere.
No, but every single minuscule point on a cue ball is flat.
Yeah, it would be like almost flat. But again.
No, not almost flat. Every single point perpendicular to the center of that cue ball is flat.
Every single infinite point? Yes.
Yes.
Points can't be flat, actually. I disagree.
Okay, so this big old bitch is a big old bowl. Sorry to say bitch.
You haven't proved that.
We have
no definitive proof of that. Definitive evidence.
Well, there's shit tons of proof of that. There's shit tons of proof of that. But that's why I mean that. No, but that's what I mean by stating that every single thing, every single point of evidence that proves it otherwise, you guys just call fake.
Where's one definitive piece of evidence proving it's a globe?
There are thousands.
I'm asking for one.
There are thousands of photos.
You just need one. Just one picture that is real.
Hang the fuck on. I'm about to tell you. There are thousands of photos of when they launched in 1999 the Hubble Space Telescope.
Mm-hmm. Why do you believe that? Why do you believe that?
If I'm leaving it up to you because you guys know everything.
No, I asked you, why do you believe what they say?
Because I'm not paranoid. Mm-hmm. That's the main reason.
You're trusting. You're gullible.
No. I'm not gullible. I'm just not paranoid.
No, what are the reasons?
Everyone's lying to me. That's why I said just before that to make your flat Earth exist, everything's a lie.
Gaza, stick to what you were just saying. What are the reasons for the ball? You've got pictures.
I just fucking see it.
How can you verify those pictures, man?
I'm not going to waste my time finding you a picture of them because you can do it yourself.
I didn't say find a picture. I said, how can we verify any picture that is out there?
Well, then this is where I come back to the dumb fuck fallacy. Because you can just keep saying, and this is what I was saying, everything has to be fake.
No, I didn't say it was fake. I said
every point of evidence is not real.
All you got to do is say, no, it can't be verified. You just got to believe it. You just got to trust it.
No, because that's you. That's you. You think. You think what? I'm actually going to bring out a dating app. I just come up with it now. You know how
stop derailing, Jazza. So just look, the pictures.
No. I'm not derailing. I'm
you
going
are,
off
because the pictures are on space. I'm only asking, are you saying we should just accept them because they have them? Just believe them.
You just gave me the idea. This is why I have to
be fair. I asked for one piece of definitive evidence. You said all these millions of pictures. So again, how are you verifying them to know that they're definitive evidence?
Okay, so you just gave me this idea. I need to get it out now. I'm not asking for investors. I'm so you guys can find some companions and that sort of shit. I'm gonna develop an app like Tinder for dating, but for flat earthers. But I'm gonna call it Kruger.
Okay.
Jazza, you said is it going to be
ready by the time I'm sick of your daughter?
Yeah. You said there are millions of pictures, Jazza. So one picture.
Thankfully, I don't have one, and if she was 4, she wouldn't be dumb enough to think that the Earth's flat. So,
Jazza, how can we verify one of those pictures?
I thought you could do forensic photographic free shit or some shit on there on some website.
What kind of forensics are you going to do?
You're right, Jazza. You could run an ELA on any picture you want.
How does the ELA work? How do you know if it's real or not?
More appropriate question would be, what evidence have you got to discount them? That would be more appropriate.
Here we go. See, we were having a conversation with Jazza, Paul. He was giving us evidence on the picture.
No, hang on. That's... I'm sorry, dudes. Percentage. They're completely right. There are thousands, especially with the Hubble Space Telescope, that are clearly actual photos, not CGI. And satellites? Why you would expect an actual fucking photo of a satellite is fucking mind-boggling.
I have a photo for a satellite. I have a photo with a satellite.
Just because.
But the Hubble Space Telescope, there are hundreds and thousands of photos of it being deployed, and then they fucked up the lens, and they had to go back a couple of years later and refuculate the lens.
And you believe those thousands of pictures because
if you can find out of the fucking, let's say, 100 photos, if you can find 10 of those that have been doctored, I'll fucking change my mind.
You said the satellite was deployed. Do you have a single piece of definitive evidence showing propulsion in a vacuum akin to space? Any sort of experiment where we propelled in a vacuum akin to space?
This is what I just said. What the actual fuck did you just say? I just said this.
You said they deployed the satellite. That means that they propelled it up into outer space.
No. The space shuttle took it up there.
Exactly. So the space shuttle propelled in outer space. There
is photos of the Canada arm on the space shuttle.
I understand.
The Hubble
now, do you
Space
have
Telescope.
any demonstration whatsoever of a space shuttle or any sort of like shuttle or rocket propelling in a vacuum akin to space?
Can you take a look, please, in the chat?
Okay, this is where the dumb fuck fallacy comes in.
Can you take a look?
I think the dumb fuck fallacy has been here the whole time since you've been talking.
No, mate. No. It's not a fallacy. Look, take a look in the chat, please. And prove me I'm wrong with those pictures that have been posted.
Who took them? Did you take them?
Are those real photos?
Yes, they are real, 100% real photos. Can you prove me they are fake?
Yeah,
no, can you prove that they're real? That's how it goes.
Yes, I can. I can tell you. I can tell you the camera. I can tell you everything what you want from those photos. Exactly the camera that you have been took it, data, time, what kind of aperture the camera it have it, focal length, zoom, everything what you want. So can you prove because those photos are wrong, are fake?
Yeah, you can.
Providing like some information that you claim goes with this photo doesn't prove that it actually goes with the photo.
Oh, give me a break. He doesn't have to prove it to you. You have to prove that it's fake.
How about you show us like a video of the people actually taking these photos?
That's so dumb.
You're stupid.
You can't. This is just not possible.
Show us the negatives. How about that?
You can't do what's not possible.
Every time you show them some evidence, they're gonna move the goalposts and keep
percentage.
How about for the first one, you show us like the rest of the sky? Show us the sphere.
How about you put on a tutu and take a video of you dancing around like a ballerina? And then we'll
prove?
Hang on.
Nothing. It'll be funny though.
I'm gonna now refer to you and Chemo as dicklogs. Because why the fuck?
Show them any evidence.
Why the fuck would you say? Is there someone taking a photo of them taking a photo? That's what I just said about why. Why the fuck would they take a photo of them launching?
I didn't say take a photo. I said video.
Oh, a video, even better, dicklog. Jesus fucking
Christ. Video is better. Yeah.
Fuck's sake! So you want to cost the taxpayers more money just to send up another rocket to prove to you, which you won't even believe because you're fucking paranoid.
If it was a credible video, multiple angles, I would believe it. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, right.
Oh, so
live stream footage.
So instead of $60 million a day, we're going to have to cost $180 million a day just to send 2 cameras up to prove to you that you are paranoid.
That's
and then
put you in a fucking mental. Do you have any evidence that would cause triple the amount to have another
what's
camera?
What's your criteria for credibility?
Do you have any evidence that would cause triple the amount for another camera?
Spiraling.
What's your criteria for credibility?
Triple the amount for total funds that fund NASA daily for just a camera.
Again, what's your criteria for credibility?
I just gave it.
What? So you want NASA to triple their funds and then they'll be credible?
No, you fool. That's what the other guy said.
Well, I'm asking you, what's your criteria
I just
for credible evidence?
Another a video with multiple angles, uncut live stream footage.
And then you'll just call it fake anyway. So what's the point?
We have that anyway.
It's more credible.
We have that anyway.
More credible.
We have that anyway. So why isn't it credible?
Where do you have that?
For every launch, there's over 200 cameras videoing it.
These launches just show something going into the air.
Sure. What's not credible about that?
I don't doubt that they're going into the air. Where does it show me that they're going into outer space?
Hundreds of people.
There's cameras all over the place showing that they're going into outer space.
Really? Where's the distinction between sky and outer space?
What's not credible about it?
Where's the distinction between air and sky and outer space?
No, the question is what's not credible about it?
The thing that's not credible is that they're going into outer space. That's the claim. They don't substantiate it whatsoever.
Are you saying that people don't actually go to the... People don't go and watch these launches themselves and film them?
They do, and they see something going into the sky.
And then you see pictures of it in space.
And then there's cameras on the rocket itself?
How do you know it's in space?
Going into space?
Because we see the pictures of it in space.
You probably deny the ISS, right?
Yeah.
You deny the ISS is up there too?
Behavior of the exhaust plume is a hell of a clue.
Yeah,
it's not definitive.
It is.
There's no such thing as definitive.
No, it's not definitive because it depends on the gases they're exhausting.
That's not true. Beach, there's one thing that's absolutely definitive.
What's that?
Cunnage should be kicked from the server.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any substantiation in terms of
why would anybody
pressure?
argue that?
Do you have a barometer, an altimeter showing the pressure reading? Like,
it's not
ideally you'd have an analog one in the view a video of a camera attached to the shuttle.
It's not definitive. That's not definitive.
There's plenty of cameras attached to the shuttles that go into
You got to
space.
ask for something definitive, percent. Come on.
Give us a video of an analog barometer in the field of view of this camera that's attached to the shuttle.
Not even remotely definitive. Not even close to definitive.
Or you can just do it the easy way and just have a demonstration in a vacuum chamber in real life.
That's not definitive either.
How about we send up a balloon with a camera on it?
Been done. And it shows that the Earth is flat. The horizon is flat.
Not definitive.
A percentage.
Not really. Been done a number of times.
Even a flat earther sent up a balloon with a camera on it with a rectilinear lens and it showed the curve.
Rectilinear lenses aren't perfectly flat. They just tried to make the horizon as flat as real life. But the gold standard for seeing flat lines in the distance, aka
see a curve,
is your eye.
And then when you still see a curve,
yes, it is. The human eye is
where the horizon is. Wait, hold on. And then when they send up a camera and you still see a curve, no matter where that horizon is in the lens, then what?
How about
is it still flat?
How about you have a video where the horizon turns into a sphere?
Done by absolute
definitive evidence of a globe. The horizon turns into a sphere.
Definitive evidence.
Footage.
Have you ever heard of
definitive? It could be CGI for
Dwayne Kellum? Hey.
Come on, live uncut
Kellum?
footage showing the horizon turning
How
into a
would you know
sphere.
it's even live? How would you know any of this stuff? It's not definitive.
Percentage.
Present it. We'll judge.
Have you ever heard of Dwayne Kellum?
Yeah. Dwayne Killamall.
You've heard of Dwayne Kellum? No, Dwayne Kellum.
Yeah.
You've heard of Dwayne Kellum?
I've heard the names.
Oh my gosh.
Sent up a balloon with a rectilinear lens and had plenty of data at the bottom of the screen, even a barometer showing the pressure with a rectilinear lens. And guess what? The horizon was curved.
Okay. Barrel distortion. Maybe something
No, it's
else.
not.
The point is, it's not definitive evidence until this horizon turns into a sphere, into a circle.
It doesn't
the line turns into a circle. If you can do that,
that's not definitive.
That's
that could be
absolutely
CGI. That could be CGI percentage. That could be CGI.
Again, Scott, if it's a credible video, it would be definitive.
But you won't know, will you? You won't know. No matter what, you can't tell. So it's not definitive. So it's not definitive because it's not definitive. You want
How come after thousands of years?
Because you want something definitive, and we're trying to find the definitive thing. So you let me know when you find it.
How come after thousands of years we don't have a single piece of definitive evidence?
Because it's not definitive.
What don't we have?
A single piece of definitive evidence proving
we don't have a single piece of definitive evidence for anything. That's the weird thing. We've never been able to find definitive evidence for a single thing in
evidence
the world.
beyond reasonable doubt. Scott, you keep on talking about we don't have definitive evidence. I'm talking about beyond reasonable doubt.
That's not definitive. That's not the way you define definitive.
It's definitive beyond reasonable doubt.
No, we have lots of that evidence, but you don't define it that way. You change the definition as you go. You like to switch the definition up.
Let's take this the other way. So show us definitive evidence of the flat Earth. I'm sorry,
Look at the horizon. The horizon's
not flat though. No,
yes,
it's not.
Is. With your eyes, you look at the horizon. It's flat. Not. It's always flat.
Yeah, if that's all you want to go on, then that's cool. But if you investigate further, it's actually not flat.
Okay, so you're saying you're saying that it is flat, but
flat. If the horizon's flat, why does it curve around behind you?
No, hold up. So we agree that it looks flat with your eyes. It is flat. It's observably flat.
Why does it curve around behind you?
If you look more, it's actually curved. That's a positive claim. Innocent until proven guilty. Prove the guilt. Let's go.
Well, the horizon obviously goes around behind you. That's a fact that even you can't deny.
That it goes behind me?
Yes. Yeah. Does the horizon encircle you?
Yeah, it's all around me. Yeah.
Well, then it can't be flat. Ergo.
That's not true.
Because it's always the same distance away from you. So as it curves around you, it's a circle.
If it was flat, it would go off to the left and the right to infinity, wouldn't it? It can't be flat.
Percentage. Do you know how barrel distortion works?
I do.
How does barrel distortion work?
Everything kind of like from the center goes outward.
Okay, what does it do? What does it do to a straight line below the center?
It make it go outwards from the bottom.
It makes it concave, right?
Depending on how you're looking at it. Yeah, does. Concave from bottom to up.
Okay, so I've got pictures of the horizon at the bottom of the screen that's convex.
Okay.
So how does that work? What type of lens would do that? It will make a convex curve at all points of the lens. At all points.
Is the lens perfectly symmetrical?
Doesn't matter.
How about this? Compare that lens on maybe 50 feet or 100 feet up from the surface of the Earth compared to whatever you're looking at.
How about this? How about you explain how the horizon can encircle us without curving?
Use a frame from it close to the Earth's surface as control.
What type of lens?
How can you explain the horizon circling around us without it curving?
The horizon is apparent. It's an optical thing. It's not a physical thing.
That doesn't explain why it still encircles us.
You can't have an apparent horizon. We can't have a apparent horizon without a physical horizon. So stop it.
Yes, you can easily.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You easily can, because our eyesight is limited by three things: limited by observer height, limited by the resolving power of the lens, and it's limited by capacity in the atmosphere.
Answer the fucking question straight up for once.
I've been answering all you guys' questions.
What are you looking at that's not fucking physical, dipshit?
What do you mean?
Are you looking at a spiritual fucking horizon, you cunt?
No, the horizon is an apparent
thing. Then get honest.
At physical stuff, but as it gets farther, the resolution of it, the angular resolution and the angular size decreases, so you can't see it anymore.
Okay, percent. Do you want to know something? If you are on an infinite flat plane that has some mechanism for restricting the distance you can see to the same as what the horizon is on a sphere, on our sphere, okay, because it restricts the distance you can see to the same distance in all directions, even on a flat infinite flat plane, that apparent horizon that you talk about would be circular and would appear curved if you can see enough width of it.
It wouldn't appear curved. No.
Of course it appear.
It would not appear curved because it's not a physical thing.
Because you're looking at a circle.
No, it wouldn't appear curved because our eyes account for that.
Percentage, you seem to be denying basic geometry, that something that encircles you has to curve. It can't go around you unless it curves. That's just a basic, inevitable.
Listen, the horizon is an optical thing that's only apparent when you're looking straight at it, right? When you're looking at it,
he has no trouble lying. He has no conscience, none.
And our eyes account for any, like, you know, curvature that you would have with the lens, because our brains just work that way. So if you're not looking at it with your central vision, you're looking at it with your peripheral vision, it still is straight.
We can't.
That's why the eyes are the gold standard for seeing horizons.
Well, the gold standard is clearly it's not straight. It encircles us. I'll go back to that again. It clearly encircles us. It's not straight.
There's some piston head
Horizon is curved and flat.
The horizon doesn't curve.
Oh, but it does.
Circles don't curve, he says.
It's not a circle.
Circles don't
It's
curve.
not an actual circle because it's not an actual
And we want to treat
physical
this guy
thing.
with respect.
Hang on, curve.
He's going to stand here and tell you, circles don't curve.
Yeah, apparent things that aren't physical do not curve. If just because it's
What are
around,
you looking at then?
Things
Your
that aren't
imagination?
physical do not curve.
It's not physical, it's just a hallucination.
So your peripheral vision can see further than you can straight ahead.
So he's basically saying that
your
everything
brain
that's not real
smart
is
enough
straight.
to take the peripheral horizon and make it in the same straight line as the your central
The
vision.
horizon's not a straight line, you idiot.
Yes, it is.
It would get farther away from you, left and right or center. You
The
dimwit.
horizon is apparent. It's a visible thing, and it's visibly straight. It's not a real thing.
You should be mocked and ridiculed.
How
Nobody
often
can
do you
even
even
explain
look at
anything to you. You lying
percentage?
fuck.
Have you ever actually taken a picture of the horizon?
Yes.
When? Post a picture of the horizon that you've taken from a high altitude.
I didn't save it.
If-
I know why
if
I
you
didn't say it
guys-
was a high altitude.
If you guys don't have mercy
Okay, so
on his,
you've
if you guys
taken-
don't
so
have
you've taken a
mercy,
picture.
people, excuse
Hold
me.
on, Merle. Hold on
People,
one second,
excuse
Merle.
me.
Can I-
So just wait 1 second. Thanks for interrupting. So, if you don't have mercy on percentage right now, he won't have mercy on yours. So just chill a little bit, guys.
Mercies for the weak. When I speak, I scream.
So if I have a very long straight ruler, apparently it can go around behind me, right, percentage?
No, because a ruler is physical. Nice try.
Yeah, exactly. A ruler is straight, right? It doesn't go around behind you. The horizon does.
Wait, are you saying the ruler's straight?
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Are you sure about that?
Are we even disputing that now? Are you
Are you sure that a ruler
level?
is straight?
Yeah.
Well, you'd be wrong by your own model, fool.
A ruler is what?
By your guys' model, a ruler is not straight. A ruler is level, but curved.
Do you know what level actually means?
Yes, I do.
What does it mean?
It means if you take the plumb line angle from the start of the ruler to the end of the ruler, they would be different according to your model. So if you're saying the ruler is flat and straight, then you're fucking wrong.
Do you know what a plumb line is?
Yes, I do. I just said it, didn't I?
I think you've descended to a new, you've descended to a new level of stupidity. Rulers don't depend on plumb lines, and they don't depend on the shape of the Earth. I can make a straight ruler.
And
how do you make a straight ruler on a globe where the level is curved?
You do it exactly the same. You do it by making it straight. You don't need to reference it to the Earth at all. A ruler, you can make something straight.
Tell me how they manufactured a straight, flat ruler in a curved Earth.
Good point. This.
What the hell are you talking about?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter when a roll is 30 centimeters.
You're flabbergasted because you realized you said something stupid and I held you.
That's the most ridiculous argument I've ever heard.
Here's the answer. You have 2 points, and you make a ruler that is the equivalent to the shortest line between them, and you've made that ruler straight. It has nothing to do with the shape of the planet.
The only way they could do it, like the most practical way, is if they took this piece of wood, found the plumb line with like a plumb bob.
You don't need a plumb line.
Made it perfectly parallel to that,
arguing
right
about
beside it,
rulers.
or like on
Okay.
it or something,
Wrong.
and then cut the wood like that.
You just need to cut the wood so that the edge of the wood is the
Can we
shortest line between the 2 points of the edges.
Dick Jockey.
Do you realise how much curve you get in 1 meter? You get 78 nanometers of curve in 1 meter on the surface of the Earth.
Oh, again.
78 nanometers. You can't even measure that.
So it's not
because
perfectly straight,
it's so
right?
small, you would need to measure it with fucking X-rays.
Okay, hold up. 78 nanometers of curve. Does that make that ruler perfectly straight or not?
He's not talking about the ruler, idiot. He's talking about the surface of the Earth.
Regardless.
How the fuck are you going to measure 78 nanometers? You need to use an electron microscope to measure something that small.
Okay, so are these rulers perfectly straight or not?
Yes, you
How
can
do
make
you-
them perfectly straight.
How
So
do
you're
you
disagreeing with each other.
in the morning, for fuck's sake?
So you're saying you're making a ruler that's straighter, has less error than the ground, than the flat ground, right? With 78 nanometers of curvature.
No, because we can't measure 78 nanometers, you fuckwit.
So the ruler isn't perfectly straight, right?
Oh my god.
So
is the ruler perfectly straight or not?
Make a perfectly straight ruler.
What happened? What the fuck happened to fucking natural selection? Jesus fucking Christ!
Yo, is the ruler perfectly straight or not?
Yes, yes. I can make it
How
perfectly
did you
straight.
manufacture this? How do they manufacture rulers?
Man, you
God.
with logical
No, you guys
things.
have
You
cognitive
with-
dissonance. You don't realize that if you have a curved level, then everything that we deem straight, almost everything that we deem straight is therefore not straight.
No, Dick Jockey, you've listened to Eric Dubé, 200 proofs, which he only has about 3, which don't contradict each other, and they're easily debunked.
They're not any proof.
And you're
Yeah.
in cock this
I've
motherfucker.
never once listened to.
Just wait a sec, guys.
proofs. So
Percentage.
you're a straw man.
Percentage takes the room. Percentage wins again.
Oh, stop
They
it!
can't
Get
compete,
out of here,
man.
man.
They're not
Everybody,
used
you
to
know,
this
it's
level of logic.
Can we get back to
IQ
the
plays
horizon?
of like 10,000.
Have you ever taken a picture of the horizon?
I've taken a picture where the horizon was in the background. Yes.
Where? From the surface of the Earth, like
Yeah.
from 6 feet. So that's exactly why you think it's flat, because you haven't
it's
gotten
flat 'cause
high
I
enough.
observe it to be flat. The horizon is
Yeah.
flat.
So because you haven't gotten high enough to see the actual curve.
Okay, that's a positive claim. You're
Now,
saying
you
if
know
you
when
get higher,
you
curves.
when you take a picture of the horizon, right? And let's say you take a picture of it at the top and the bottom of the screen, and you put it at the top and the bottom of the screen in your picture, right? If you have barrel distortion, severe barrel distortion, you know the one with the horizon on the bottom of the screen is going to be concave, right?
Yeah, this is like a throwback to
Right.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we never got around to it because you jumped on another topic.
So it's concave
So I've
if you're
taken
looking
pictures
at
of
it
the
bottom to top.
I've taken pictures of the horizon, right? With my drone actually. And I got a picture of the horizon at the top, middle, and the bottom of the screen. And in all 3 of those pictures, when I compress them, they're all a convex curve.
Okay, so you're saying at the surface of the Earth, the horizon's flat.
No,
right?
it wasn't at the surface.
I know.
Well, yeah,
You're
yeah,
saying at the surface of the Earth, the horizon's flat. When you go up, the horizon starts to curve. If you go up even higher, it turns into a globe, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any evidence showing this horizon turning into a globe?
Well, I haven't gone up that high.
Has anyone gone up that
Again. How is it that I got a convex curve in all 3 of those pictures?
Well, hold up. Has anyone gone up high enough?
Can you
for the
answer my
horizon turn
question?
into a globe? Yes or
Before
no?
you ask another question, can you answer my question?
It's the same question I asked before. Yes or no? We can move on right after.
Did you actually just ask if anyone's gone high enough to see a globe? Did you actually just ask
Yes,
that?
we've gone.
Yeah, I've
yes,
asked
we've
if
gone
anyone
higher.
or anything, like you could even
Yes.
introduce some images where this horizon turned into the globe. Some video.
Yes,
This is
there's
when
a
I
picture
say-
of there's pictures of the Earth taken every 10 minutes, and all you can do is call it fake.
No, I'm saying turning in the transition. That's the key part. The horizon transitioning into the globe. Do we have any evidence of that?
This is
You
when
can
I
watch
say
videos. You can watch videos of rockets going into space and seeing the curve.
No,
And
they
all you
don't.
do is call it
I'm saying
No,
the
they
entire
don't.
circle.
this is when I say you're actually legally declaring yourself fucked in the head.
No, this is when you realize you have nothing.
No, this is called moving the goalpost.
No, I've
This
said
is
this
when
like
you
20
realize
minutes
you have
ago.
nothing.
Do we have any evidence? Ideally, it would be
What evidence
credible,
would that?
uncut
what would
live
that do for
footage
you?
showing the horizon turning into a circle. This line turning into a
And
circle.
what would that do for you?
That would be absolutely
What would that do?
indisputable, definitive evidence of the globe.
And guess what? You would probably find a way to call it fake.
That's okay. Now you're just like
absolutely.
You would
like
probably
find
but
like
now can we get
thoughts of
now we
future,
can we
whatever.
get back to my
future?
now can we get back to my original question? Can we get back to my original question? How was I able to get a convex curve at 3 points?
Sure. So the answer is no. We don't have that transition, right? We don't have any evidence of that.
Listen, can we get back to my original question?
As long as you
It seems
concede that
like-
we don't
it
have
seems
any
like
of
you're-
that.
you're dancing
Yeah.
around it.
Sure, we have that transition. We just don't have it in continuous uncut footage, which is a ridiculous request anyway.
So, B-Ball, I'll answer your question, then you have to answer mine. Okay? So
And I'll
all you've done is compressed an image. That's your answer. So
Okay,
where
so
did
do you know
you
what
get
that
the
does?
sticker? Where did you get the sticker for your auto level?
Where did I get the sticker from the gentleman that hold on one second.
You don't have to tell me the actual guy's name. Like, don't worry about. I'm not pressing.
Yeah,
you
I got it from the gentleman that why am I forgetting the freaking word?
Like, tested it?
Like the guy that calibrated it was the one that put the
Calibrated
sticker
it?
on it.
Right.
Yes.
Does it work?
Of course it works.
Okay. And are you going to go to the ocean?
I've already done that. Did you not watch my video I just posted?
Can you post it again? I missed it.
Sure.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
Are you talking about the one that they accused me of not getting calibrated?
I wasn't aware of that, but I heard that you were going to get it calibrated, and
Yes, I did.
I think
I
it's
actually
awesome
got
that you did.
it actually was calibrated twice.
Twice.
Yes. Give me a
Awesome.
second.
Why they recalibrate it?
Well, it was already calibrated when I bought it, but I guess the guy forgot to put a sticker on it, so I took it back, and the guy was nice enough to calibrate it again.
So how do you know it was calibrated the first time?
Because they calibrate all of their equipment.
Except that one didn't have a sticker on it.
Like that makes a difference.
So you just actually know that it was calibrated once.
Hmm. But either way, that didn't change either way, that didn't change the results. Still got the same results, whether it was calibrated or not.
Did you get a bendy horizon with it?
No.
Good.
But what I did get was the crosshairs hitting well above where they should be hitting.
Mm-hmm.
So the video's in the chat. You can check it out if you want.
Okay. Cheers, people.
Yep. So again, percentage, how was I able to get a convex curve at 3 points of the lens if the horizon is flat? And if barrel distortion played a role in the curve in the horizon.
Who knows, man? Like maybe there's a different explanation at play. Maybe it was refraction. Maybe it was the amount. Hold up, let me finish. You asked me a question. You asked me a question, bro. Let me answer. So maybe it was refraction. Maybe it was because you're looking at such a large amount of like land and atmosphere that there was some sort of effect because of all of the atmosphere. Who knows? All I know is that you guys have the positive claim that it's due to the curvature of the Earth, meaning as you go higher, it should curve more and more until this curved line turns into a globe.
How much?
That would be definitive evidence. Until then, it's
how much should it curb in the brain?
Yeah, and it was just claimed and proven, and now you can't handle it, and you're coming up with.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find the actual picture.
How does your height and your angle to the horizon affect how much curve it should show?
Percentage curved. Percentage curved. You know how you guys say that the horizon should raise to eye level, which it should on a flat Earth, but the fact is that it doesn't, because at 35,000 feet, the actual horizon.
Thank you, Jazza. I'm asking the retard a specific question. How much should it curb? He made the positive claim. I want him to quantify it.
Hold up.
Sorry,
when did I make the positive claim that it should curve?
Are you back to reality now?
When did I say that curved?
Hot mic, Jazz.
I didn't say it should curve at any point. I said maybe it's curving because of the atmosphere or something like that. It's not my burden of proof to
that as you go up, it should curve.
I didn't say that. I'm saying according to your model, the horizon should curve into a globe. Not that in real life it is like that. I hope that clarifies the misunderstanding.
So you said what you said you didn't say you said.
Yeah.
According to you guys' model, horizon should curve, eventually forming a globe. Do you contest that?
Heard it. Okay, so it does that without curving as you go up.
No. According to your model, it should curve until it turns.
Why does it drop?
What do you mean, why does it drop?
Why does it drop from horizontal as you go up?
It does. That's a positive claim. You could, you know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Again, the definitive evidence would be the horizon turning into a circle, the line turning into a circle.
The horizon dropping with the change in rise in elevation is definitive evidence as far as that's concerned, the way that we speak in those terms.
You don't know that, though, because it could be an effect of the atmosphere or something like that that's causing it just to refract.
So
How?
Like the water.
Who knows? It's not definitive. Definitive.
No. That's not an explanation.
To a globe.
That's an excuse. That's avoiding reality.
I wouldn't have any room to make
miserable
reasons or
twat.
excuses or explanations if you guys had definitive evidence.
Come on, guys.
I just posted a picture in the chat.
Don't understand any of the words you're using if you're speaking honestly, which
I
you're
understand
not.
all the words I use. That's why I use them. I mean what I say and I say what I mean.
All right, how much degrees on the globe model? How many miles for 1 degree of curvature on the globe model?
69 miles.
Jezza, I know you know. That was for percentage.
Sorry.
Right.
Reese coming in with the truth bombs.
Right, so that's 70 miles rounded up for 1 degree.
Fantastic.
Right?
Well, you really got to wipe that jizz off your chin, man. It's not a good look for you.
People, we don't care about what your model says. Your model could say it curves,
Chemo,
1 degree every 5 miles. It curves
in.
1 degree every 1,000 miles. Who cares what the model says, sheeple?
That's what we see in reality, though.
Who cares?
We're trying to reify your bullshit.
69. Who on earth has measured 1 degree every 69 miles?
It's all good. I wiped it off for him, and guess how many fucking guess what 69 miles times 360 is?
Okay, who has measured 1 degree every 69 miles? Who's done that?
Crazy.
Nobody. Only the model shows 1 degree every 60. In reality, that doesn't happen. Stop talking about what our model says. Your model says all sorts of things. It says it has a radius of 3959. It doesn't mean that's in reality.
No.
Your model says that there is gas pressure next to a vacuum. It doesn't matter what the model says. In reality, we can't see that.
Don't be a dumb fuck. 1 degree, 69 miles measures the radius.
That's the model.
And then you divide that by 2 and get the radius.
That's
it
the
measures the circumference, and then you can divide it by 2 and get the circumference.
Your model says you have an iron core. That's not in reality.
Excuse me.
We've got survey measurements, Chemo. Do we want us to produce them?
But you can show 69 miles 1 degree, yeah?
No, the average radius. We've been given survey results.
The model says 1 degree every 69 miles, but in reality there are no degrees
in
any miles anywhere. 1,000 miles there was no degrees.
Let me ask you, Chemo. Let me ask you this. Go to debate chat box. This is the last thing I'm going to say.
I'm looking in the debate chat box.
All right, see what I just posted from the ashes?
Yeah.
See that where it says 1DG?
Yeah.
All right. That's representing a scaled down half circle of the Earth. That's 70 miles. Where from
not of the Earth,
in
of
that
your
little...
presupposed idea.
Listen.
Yeah.
That line left of the line to the left of the one is perpendicular, 90 degrees, and where it says G, that represents that line next to it represents 70 miles. If you look at the image below it, you can see that that image has simply been zoomed in to the rectangle at the top.
Yeah.
So at 3 spaces over, that's 210 miles. That's a long bloody way, Kima.
That's the model, yes. That's what the model is. We know your model does not represent reality. See?
So it looks bloody flat for a long way, and with a bit of refraction, that would be dead flat. So
it's going to look
this
flat.
Is game
it's
over.
going to look flat, you know,
curved
forever, because you cannot show that the Earth drops away at any point.
Curved. Whose G's were you referring to?
Okay, so let's get back to...
No, Chemo, just wait a second.
Well, bit of porny.
No, just wait a second.
There, Mo.
Wait a second, you don't need to moderate me.
Yeah, well, where's this going?
My
Just
God,
relax, mate.
Are you at the glory hole? You don't even know who you're blowing.
So why are you referring to me having jizz on my chin?
Because you're sitting here blowing percentage.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's wishful thinking on your part, Curved. You got
No,
weird
that's
fantasies.
disgusting and homosexual.
Yes.
On your behalf.
Well, then you take that up with yourself. Then.
Okay.
Yo, I just
Thank
want to
you.
know how
If
after
you've got
half a
problem with
trillion
your
dollars,
behavior, Maul, stop the behavior.
more or less after $500 billion, they do
Shut
not
up,
have
bro. This
any
has nothing to do
definitive
with you.
evidence of the horizon
Nothing to
turning
do
into
with
a
you.
globe.
Maul, repent.
Not on your Nelly.
Bit rich commenting on the homophobic shit, considering you've called me a faggot like God knows how many times.
Oh God, yes, a good point. Yeah.
Maybe he wants to blow you too, Druss.
Get in line.
Well, I did say he's probably cruising for a date, but I'm not interested.
So
You do blow a lot of flatties, Maul.
there are major homosexual vibes happening in this room right
Yeah, they're
now.
gay, man.
Oh, I don't
Well,
think so.
you blow Dell, you blow Chemo, you blow...
Are you jealous, Curved?
Carnage. So what's up with that?
Are you jealous?
Why can't you just like
blow
make
you?
a rational
'Cause you're not
argument,
gay.
Maul, instead of coming in with your little cheerleader shoes and pom-poms,
So
shouting
how long?
the praises of people like Bocunnage who are obviously lying pose and having
How
their
long?
jizz dribbled down your chin.
Are we going to pretend?
That's not good, Maul. That's not a good look.
I
How long
practice
are we
semen
gonna-
retention, actually, so I wouldn't let that happen.
Looks
How
like
long
you
are
got to
we
be the
gonna-
center of attention. Maul addressed me, you cunt.
I'm just saying, how long are we all going to pretend?
Nobody
that
cares what you're saying, Maul. What
that
you say is
oceans-
shit. Get that
Listen.
through your fucking head, Maul.
So, when did the ocean start clinging to the sphere?
You dumb fucking
Oh,
mom.
Jesus.
When did that happen? Was that when the water was added by NASA?
Yeah, NASA added the water.
swear to
Yep.
God.
Did
This
NASA
place
put
is an
the spherical
absolute wreck.
water on
Absolute
the spherical
fucking
rock?
wreck.
Yep, they sure did.
The only
Somebody
thing worse
report
than
me,
the
please.
fucking retards in here are the artists that try to play their games
So,
with them.
so we have to pretend that we have oceans sticking to a spinning ball, do we? Is that the point of the game?
Yeah, and
No,
somehow
we
these
don't
oceans
have-
stayed in as oceans instead of like
No,
the
we
land
have-
under them, the
no.
mountains and stuff,
No, we actually have to pretend
attracting
that we
into
have
the
an ice
core,
wall.
as their model claims would happen.
No, we have to pretend that we have an ice wall that we've never seen.
According to the globe model, the Earth should just be one large ocean. There should be no land because all the land should be underneath the water. Because mass attracts
Why?
mass. The Earth is more dense than the water.
There's good
No.
evidence to say that before we had an awful lot of tectonic activity, the Earth was completely covered in water. There's a number of interesting geological studies that are pointing to that. But anyway,
show us
on
the
to
positive
Merle's
evidence of
point,
that
who's
bullshit
the
claim.
person I really wanted to address. Great, you can call it bullshit all you want. I don't give a fuck.
No, you don't.
No, because you have no reason or evidence to call it bullshit. It's
You
just
have no evidence to call it true.
You deflect it from the argument, which is cool. Not interested, Cuntage.
All right.
Mel,
next time I make a
the
positive claim,
point-
just substantiate it.
Yeah, cool. You do the same.
I do every day.
No, you don't. Okay,
I'm
so
fucking best.
Merle. Where are we? There we go. That'll solve that problem. So Merle, you were talking about, us pretending that water sticks to a ball. No, that's what the evidence is actually showing us. We have a description of the acceleration that makes it stick to that mass, and we don't have a problem with it. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. It sounds like you're arguing someone else's model rather than the actual physics of the real world.
So demonstrate a sphere.
No.
With water all over it.
No, because I'm not going to sea line for you. I don't have to do that. There's been plenty of science out there that shows it.
Mouth
If you don't want
noises
to accept
will do,
it,
right?
if you don't want to accept it, if you think there's a problem with it, then do the experimentation to falsify it.
So
At the
if you're
moment,
going to step up to the plate with mouth noises, that's on you, boy.
Well, again, you may call them mouth noises. I call it talking and imparting information. If you want to pretend that's just mouth noises to you, absolutely fine. I think that's the pretense going on here.
Is it your ass speaking or your mouth right now? I can't tell.
Seems like it's your ass.
Yeah.
Speaking.
So again, Mo, you couldn't actually address the point. You had to drop to an ad hom. Fine, I accept you have no argument.
What point was that?
Maybe you should have been listening and you would have heard it.
Oh, sorry, I'm confused. Are you
I know.
saying that there's spherical oceans?
Oh my god.
Is that your positive
there
claim?
is. Yes, Merle.
Mel,
There
the
is.
Did he actually
the
just say
positive
that?
claim that I'm dealing with is where you say the pretend water sticking to the ball thing that you said earlier. That was your positive claim that you think this is all pretense and you cannot demonstrate it. So would you like to satisfy your burden of evidence, or are you just going to make more claims without any substantiation?
Oh, you are working overtime. Okay.
Holding your feet to the fire.
Let us look for the spherical oceans, shall we? Shall we do that? Shall we put the globe to bed once and for fucking all tonight?
Well, again, Mel, that's a you problem, not a me
Yes.
problem.
Well, yes,
I'm happy that the globe has been put to bed. I'm happy that it's tangible and real. I'm happy we have lots of observations demonstrating that point. What have you got to discredit it?
Flip the fucking place horizontal. It makes an awful lot of sense all of a sudden.
What the fuck is he on about?
No idea, but that doesn't sound like you're bringing any evidence to the table. That just sounds like, I believe, as you said earlier, you're making mouth noises.
Well, I'm just following suit. So you will claim a sphere with spherical oceans rotating and orbiting the sun in what they call the
we're
universe.
dealing with your claim.
That's
at the
your
moment.
positive claim.
No, Merle. I haven't made a claim yet today. We're dealing with your claim that you made that this is all pretense. Go.
Which it is.
Nice
So,
claim. So what?
Flip
the
environment.
Now bring the evidence to show that it's pretense.
Flip the environment you're standing on horizontal.
No, I won't do anything. I want you to bring the evidence and show me.
Squash the fantasy like a bug to a horizontal plane, and life
Then-
starts to make a lot more sense.
Rhetoric, no evidence.
Well, no, it actually doesn't, Merle. It doesn't, because if we do that, we can't make any predictions that actually
course you
comport to
can.
reality. No, we can't.
Of course you can.
Well, can you
All
provide some? Can you provide some of those predictions for me then,
All
using your
observations
squash
made-
bug model?
All observations made at sea with an instrument called let me
say a
scratch my
sextant.
chin for a second. A sextant.
Yeah, okay. I don't
Comport
think
to a globe. They comport to a globe, don't they?
No,
Yeah.
it's a
So
planar.
a sextant. No, a sextant will give you a horizontal. I agree with that. It will give you an alignment, a straight line towards the horizon. Yes, but it is not working on planar geometry. It's working on the fact that the angle to Polaris, or the angle to the sun, requires, for it to work, a globe.
Yeah. Do you realise, Mel, that a sextant has an adjustment on it that allows for a drop to the horizon?
Do you know
That's
that
the little straight out bar that you have in front of you?
Do you know that the stars are above you, and the sextant gets its horizontal from the water at sea?
No, it doesn't. You point the bottom bar of a sextant to the horizon, so that's where you line it up.
What's the horizon?
And that won't be parallel with you, because
So what's the horizon?
The horizon is slightly below your eye line.
The horizon is the
So
water.
it's not level. It may be a straight line,
So the horizon
but it's not level.
is the water.
Well, it can be. It can be lots of different things. It could be a
Now,
mountain,
the-
where I'm taking the base of the
larpers-
mountain for the horizon.
The LARPers will show you a small sphere in a vomit comet, or what they call the ISS.
Again, why are we moving away from sextants? That's nothing to do with the sextant being in
It's
a
all
vomit
they
comet.
have.
Okay, so you've got
No, it's
nothing
actually
to
not
address-
all we have.
It is actually.
So
No,
you
it's
can't-
actually not, Mel.
So Mel, you can't address the fact
Show
that
a
sextants are
water
designed
sphere.
to work with a spherical
Trust,
Earth
you're not going to
due
win on
to the
sextants.
elevation of Polaris and the Sun not fitting towards planar geometry. Are you aware of that?
Are you going to try to double down on a sextant? Really?
There's no doubling down. I'm talking fact. Can you point out anywhere I'm wrong?
With a
No,
sextant?
you can't. Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually own a sextant. Do you?
So you own a sextant.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this, guys. So he owns a sextant. Now he's going to claim this is what are you calling it, Dross? Non-Euclidean, are you?
No, I didn't say non-Euclidean, did I? I said that the sextant requires normally the angle of elevation to Polaris for me, because I'm in the northern hemisphere, or the angle of elevation to the sun. The angle of elevation to Polaris, being 1 degree per 70 miles, which is what we use in navigation, does not comport to a flat plane. It only comports to a curved surface.
What
the
does it
sextant
comport
is
to then?
designed to work with a globe, not a flat plane.
What does it comport to then, Dross?
A sphere about the size we say it is.
I would get the manual you own for the sextant. I would provide the citation you have to back up the claim you just made.
Sure.
And I would be very, very,
Too easy.
very, 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 very careful at your next move, because you are in more
Mel,
trouble than you realize.
Stop with this bullshit, because the square root of fuck all on a lot of topics, and you spout lyrical on them. So stop with the danger speak. I'm going to get you the problem with the angle of elevation to Polaris. Shall we start there?
So provide
Let's start
something,
there.
Dross.
Yeah, I'm just doing it.
Your zealotry is on display for the world, by the way.
Oh, Mel, stop the rhetoric.
Be
It's
quiet.
just fucking boring, mate. You sad little man at the moment.
Listen how confident he sounds, guys.
There we go. That's what I wanted. There you go. I
Let
put
the
it in
record
a
state
nice simple
that Dross is
diagram
trying
for you.
to provide globe evidence with a sextant.
There you go. That's your basic problem.
Oh no, mate, you got to do better than that.
No, I don't.
Okay,
Pretty
you're
much
bunked.
explains it right there.
Okay, you're bunked. Bye.
Oh, you're off.
So that was the
Pretty much.
hand waving away of information that demonstrates that he's talking shit and
So,
he doesn't
here
want to
we go.
deal with it.
Okay.
So do you want to deal with this, or do you want to run
Here we
away?
go. Yeah, no problem. If it's got to be me, it's got to be me. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go through it again, Dross. The sextant is used for... Why do you own one in the first place? Let's start there.
Why? Because I have a great fascination with histories. as you
right,
well
so it's
know.
just an ornamental tool. For
No. It's a real sextant. The same way as I've just been taking, I've been polishing up a number of swords this morning.
Okay.
Because you keep them clean, you keep them mean. This is a real working sextant. It's about 150 years old.
Right.
So I'm sorry it didn't come with a manual or a PDF to go with it or a computer application to run it. It's an old-fashioned manual tool.
So how do you know how they work?
Because I looked into it, because I've done a little bit of training in it, and because I've got a deckhand certificate.
Right, so just for everybody who doesn't know, a sextant is a doubling reflecting navigation instrument that measures the angular distance between two visible objects. The primary use of a sextant is to measure the angle between an astronomical object, the stars, and the horizon.
You're reading
for
the Wikipedia page.
For the purposes of celestial navigation.
Yes. Well done. That's the start of the Wikipedia article.
What will a sextant tell you?
I was illuminating the room with a candle for the shit stains you are.
Debunked yourself, but okay.
What's the primary reading you get off a sextant?
Now they're going to pretend that the horizon isn't horizontal. Now they're going to pretend that the oceans are curving. Then they're going to triple down that the Earth's a sphere. So let's enjoy this.
And here comes the real Merle. The vile, obnoxious little twatty.
You didn't tell us how. Merle, you didn't tell us how the sextant.
You're
doesn't
the passive-aggressive trolls that have nothing. So I'm going to enjoy
Merle,
this.
are you going to tell us how this? Are you going to tell us how the sextant can't work on a globe? That's what I'm waiting for.
Are you going to pretend that the horizon?
No, are you going
is
to tell us
horizontal?
how it doesn't work on the globe?
Are you going to show us another compressed image?
No,
you
Merle,
third
you're supposed to tell
wave,
us how a
you
sextant
third
doesn't
wave
work on the globe.
globe cock.
So let's illuminate the audience some more for Mel. So the question Mel couldn't answer, which was, what is the primary function of a sextant? The primary function of a sextant for navigation is to tell you your latitude.
Latitude, yep.
Doesn't solve your longitudinal problem. Didn't do that till the 1730s, 1780s, somewhere around there, where we had an accurate understanding of how to utilize time for longitude.
So, Merle, you're going to tell us how it doesn't work on the globe?
Are you going to provide evidence that the horizon is not horizontal?
I didn't need to. I'm only judging this on the angle of elevation to Polaris.
Listen, this is the linchpin in your whole fucking argument.
No, it's not.
Cunt.
The
it
linchpin
fucking
in my
is.
whole argument is the angle of observation to Polaris and the fact it doesn't work on a flat Earth. That's the linchpin.
That you have to get from the horizon.
But if it doesn't work on a
Yes, we
flat
know the
Earth,
horizon is there.
it doesn't work on a flat Earth, Mel. Because the Polaris would have to be in a different position for every observer.
It's taken from the horizon.
No, it's taken from the angle of elevation to Polaris.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, because that's what gives
No,
you
it's
your
not.
latitude.
No, it's
So
not.
you're telling me you can tell your latitude just by the horizon? Wow.
So
amazing stuff.
I'll start with the basics. A sextant, an instrument for determining the angle between the horizon and a celestial body, such as the sun, the moon, or a star, used in celestial navigation to determine latitude and longitude.
And that angle that the sextant will give you between the horizon and Polaris will tell you exactly your latitude.
It's really shit. It's really shit at telling longitude, by the way.
It was a weird move.
Not really. No, it's something that you
Shall
cannot
we
explain
keep
on a
going?
flat Earth. Yeah,
Shall we
I'm
keep
waiting
going?
for you. I'm waiting for you to tell me how that angle of observation to Polaris and the fact that it raises by 1 degree every sort of 69, 70 miles we move north. Yeah, that works perfectly for a curved surface. It does not work for a flat plane. Go, Mo.
What's your argument?
We're still waiting for you to tell us how it doesn't work on the globe.
What's your argument?
I just gave it to
We're
you.
waiting for you to tell us how it doesn't work on a globe.
Third wave cuck. We're talking to Dross.
I just gave you my argument. Didn't you listen?
What is your argument?
I just gave it to you. Didn't you not hear me?
Oh my God, Merle.
No, you made a statement. What is your
Sounds like
argument?
That was the
Sounds like he's
argument.
floundering.
I'm not floundering. I am bringing his attention to something excruciatingly painful for him.
I'm feeling explained. Go ahead.
I haven't felt any pain yet, Mel. So bring the pain, Mel, because I haven't felt a thing of it yet. All I'm hearing is you dodging.
Okay, so a well-maintained sextant is accurate to within a half minute.
We're waiting for your argument, Mel.
It's your argument, Dross.
Mel, the image I just posted in the text chat is from a manual for a sextant. How do you explain that?
What's a minute, by the way?
Angle of arc, but he won't want to admit that.
Now's your chance to run away, Merle.
So Merle, it's accurate.
Running away from what?
Well, it's accurate to half a minute, as he said. For latitude, I'd agree with that. Well, I don't have a problem with it being around that sort of accuracy. So that minute, it's a minute of angle, isn't it, that we're measuring?
I don't know. You're the sextant expert, Dross.
Yeah, it's a minute.
So again, Merle. Again, Merle, the user manual for the sextant, a part of which I posted in chat, shows an image of the globe and the height of the observer with a drop to the horizon. How do you explain that in a sextant user's manual?
I'm not here to explain how a sextant works. You are.
Exactly. We know how a sextant works, Merle.
Right. And what's it measured from?
The angle between the horizon and the object of observation.
What's the horizon?
The horizon is the limit of our vision.
What's that?
No, the horizon is where the sky meets the ground.
What's the horizon?
Or the ocean surface.
What's the horizon made of?
It's the limit of our vision.
What's that?
It's the limit of our vision. That's all.
When you're at sea, what's the horizon made of?
The limit of our vision.
What's it made of?
Now who's dodging?
What's with your questions?
Now who's floundering? Now who's deflecting?
Because it's a ridiculous.
Now who's shitting their pants?
Because it's a ridiculous question, Merle. It doesn't make any sense.
What's it made of?
I'm guessing if I'm far enough north and
Trolls
south,
coming undone. Troll team 6 emergency alert. Troll team 6 emergency. Emergency. Dross is
Merle, why are you talking over people, Merle?
Because he's triggered and he's spiraling and he's got no argument for it.
He's trying to hide. He's trying to hide behind his arrogance.
Arrogance of what?
So Mel, let's get back to the argument. So the observations to Polaris meet perfectly on a curved Earth, and yet those observations don't work on a flat Earth. That's the linchpin of my argument. Would you like to address that argument, or would you like to pivot away to something else in a dodge, duck, and dive move?
Stop. Now, your accomplices of Paul Voigt and B-Ball, stand the fuck down or you're in trouble. Now, this is between me and Dross.
Mel, you don't get to threaten me.
In
trouble?
Right?
You don't get to threaten me, Mel.
You're not going to triple team me.
Because of that, I'm going to go on mute and you guys can run with the argument. There you go. Because I'm going to sea lion to any fucking antipode.
No. This was between Dross and I, not you guys.
It doesn't matter, Merle. We're all allowed to talk here. You're not in control of who speaks and who doesn't.
You're going for a triple team and losing fast.
No.
I've withdrawn and I'm letting the others go.
Yeah, really.
So now you've got just a double team.
No, you're not bailing out. You're not bailing out now, boy.
By Globe Earth.
You're not bailing out now, boy. Right. So who ran? Who ran?
So you ran. You're giving up on sextants, are you, Merle? So you accept now, Merle, that sextants only work on a globe, right?
No. So you want to do
show me how they work on a flat Earth then.
You better calm the fuck down, fool.
Can Can you give me a manual?
You better meet me on the level and calm the fuck down and show me some respect. You fucking dirty cunt.
You better stop. You better stop.
You fucking talk to me like that, you fucking cunt. I'll fucking wreck you.
Merle, you better stop threatening me. Don't threaten me. Don't call me names.
Don't fucking talk to me like an arrogant cunt you are.
I'm not, Merle.
You fucking arrogant cunt.
Well, if that's all you've got, Merle, you can step down because you've just evidently lost the argument by doing what you've just done.
Yeah. No, I haven't. Now I'm completely
yes, you have. If you have to resort to that kind of threats and language,
you're
Merle,
an arrogant piece of shit, Voight.
Again, you're attacking
everybody
the
knows
person,
it.
not the argument. You're attacking
don't
me.
be so arrogant.
You're attacking me, not the argument I'm making.
Let's talk about the sextant.
Why are you
then,
doing
wanker.
that?
Let's talk about the sextant.
Yeah,
then, you wanker.
let's do that. Let's do that, Merle. I actually asked you, can you show me any kind of a manual or procedure for using a sextant on a flat Earth?
Do you want me to pull up a manual for you?
Yes. Can you show me a manual that shows you how to use a sextant on a flat Earth?
Let's find a manual for a sextant.
I already found one for you, Merle, and I posted an image from it in the chat.
That's not sufficient enough for me.
Would you like me to post a link to the actual manual itself?
I don't want to see anything you've got to post. You can just wait there patiently for about 10 seconds.
Well, then I guess that means...
Well,
then I guess... so again, you're attacking me rather than my argument. You've lost, Merle.
Well, stop being a stupid man.
Well, you've lost again, Merle. Again.
Relax.
Me,
just
not
relax.
My argument. I am relaxed.
I can attack you as much as I want.
Sound as if
You're
I'm
attacking me.
Not relaxed, Merle?
Everybody can hear how
I'm not
passive-aggressive
attacking
you are.
Merle. I'm attacking
sure?
your argument, Merle. Yes, I'm
what
sure.
What argument? I haven't even made an argument.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't made an argument. I'm glad you admitted
relax
that.
then. I'm just showing the world the fools you are.
No, you're not. You're not actually, Merle, because you're not doing anything. You're not showing us anything, Merle.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm absolutely positive. You're not showing us anything. We're asking you to show us.
PDF with a sphere on it.
We're asking you to show us things, but you're not actually showing us anything. Why is that, Merle?
Just relax, mate.
I am relaxed. I am relaxed, Merle. I'm not triggered at all.
You sound a bit triggered.
I'm not triggered. You're claiming that I'm triggered, but I'm not.
Why don't you just take a breath then, for it?
I am taking a breath. I'm not the one that's attacking you personally. You're the one that's attacking me personally instead of my arguments, Merle.
Yeah, because you come so
again, Merle, can you provide me with a manual that shows how a sextant is used on a flat Earth?
I put a nice manual in for a nautical sextant, modern one.
Yes, I can actually, Paul Voight. And you'll enjoy reading it with me, won't you? Because you're not an arrogant man with a temper that is passive-aggressive and pulls power trips on people.
Why are you attacking my personality rather than my arguments, Merle?
Because you're a passive-aggressive man and you need to be punked a little bit.
This seems to be a common theme of yours, to attack the person rather than the argument.
It's yours. It's this room, a room full of trolls.
I'm not the room full of trolls, Merle. I'm a person.
You are troll team. I've got a video of you coming over to Jamie Brown's and trolling me with Lewis Hackett, Chris. I've got it all there. I can drop it right now.
So again, he's a troll argument and wants to go to the matter.
Yeah, again, attacking me as a person rather than my argument, Merle.
Yeah, but you're a troll, Voight, so you're going to be punked.
Again,
it's your
you're
fault
attacking
for trolling.
me. Again, you're calling me a name. That's not giving an argument, Merle.
Shall we go to the horizon then, shall we, Paul?
Sure. What do you want to talk about the horizon?
Are we at sea or on land?
You were going to read that manual together so he could show how wrong you are. So let's get that up first. Why don't we do one claim at a time?
No, you don't control the conversation.
No, I don't.
So
it's a suggestion.
Down.
No, it's a suggestion, Merle.
You back down so you can fuck off and mute.
You don't get to tell people not to talk, Merle.
I'm not telling anybody not to talk.
I'm not ordering you.
You literally just did tell someone not to talk, Mel. Why are you lying?
He's jumping back in unrequired.
And he's allowed to. You don't determine who's required and who isn't, Mel.
I'm going to post this manual and go to page 12.
What's that?
Second. I'm going to post a manual for the sextant.
Oh,
yeah, I just posted a manual. I just posted a link for a manual for a sextant.
Is it the same one? Let me see if it's the same one as mine.
I did the Tamar, you did the Davis. I'm not sure who Beeble did.
Hold on 1 second.
Mares are pretty good. That's why I chose that one. Yeah, it is the same one that you posted, Beeble.
Okay. I think it's like page 12. Shows a globe.
Page 9 onwards is pretty good because that's where it starts to go with the actual corrections for altitude and elevation. For dip correction. Because the Earth is curved, the horizon is below our eye line. Except on exceptional days.
So it seems we're able to provide a manual for a sextant that shows how it's used on a globe, but Mel seems to be unable to provide one that shows how we use it on a flat Earth.
Yeah, funny that.
I'm just going to post something now.
Maybe there isn't a manual for the flat one.
Well, maybe the horizon isn't horizontal.
Oh. That's how to use
What's
a
that?
sextant. I said, oh, that's how to use a sextant, not a manual.
Right, so that's a manual, isn't it?
No, it's a video.
One, right?
It's a video. It's not a manual.
Right.
Could be a
Well,
how-to video.
Some people need an audio-visual demonstration, don't they? Not just words on a piece of paper, like you fucking nerds.
Well, you did ask for a manual, didn't you?
So was that a personal attack again, Merle?
No, I think you're hearing things. I think you're losing your bean because you think that horizontal is a horizontal.
I think you must be losing again, Merle, if you're going to resort to calling us fucking nerds.
You are
Merle,
fucking
didn't
nerds,
you ask
and I'm
for a
winning
manual?
every.
Didn't you
fucking
ask for a
ounce.
manual, Merle? I thought you just asked for a manual.
Hey,
and we provided that.
third wave cock, go get your fucking shit calibrated and come back to me.
Didn't you ask for a manual? Well, obviously, you didn't watch the video I posted, so.
Yeah.
Way
Did
to
you
be
come into
intellectually
this
honest.
in 2019? It sounds like it.
Way to be intellectually honest.
How blue pilled are you, B-ball?
How blue? What's with your questions, dude? How blue pilled am I?
Honestly, when did you come into the argument, B-ball? 219? Sounds like it.
I don't know. I heard
can
about
sniff, I can sniff fresh pussy a mile off. So
you've been here since when? Since Eric DeBay? Well, I'd rather smell like pussy than smell like. I'd rather smell like pussy than smell like dick.
You can come when you can tell when people come in
Freudian slip there, Mil.
from the way they speak, the arguments they make. And you're obviously
You're still on the horizon looks flat, so it must be flat.
What's that? That's a timeless argument.
That's your whole argument. Yeah, that's real strong there.
There you go, Spacker. There's a PDF of a sextant manual, Mil.
Right. Does that
Remember,
show how
this is the guy. You asked for a manual, didn't you?
There. Words with more than 2 syllables.
Yeah, you're jumping through my hoop, right, people?
Or even your mum.
Not the other way around, right? Cheers, Riz. That's fucking useful information. At least someone's got their brain switched on. In
with sextant manual into Google.
What would you like, Merle? Merle, what would you like to see?
Why are you trying to impersonate me and failing?
That's the third time that same manual has been posted by 3 different people. You do realise
Yeah,
that?
but you two are faggots and Rizzler's a G, so get used to it.
I see. So back to the homophobic comments again, which you objected to earlier. Well done. How non-hypocritical of you, you passive-aggressive.
He was right, though. I am a chicken.
Well, we can't argue with that, Riz. I mean, you got the name Rizzler. Let's face it, that was a win already.
Yeah.
It's just how you roll.
Everything else, though.
I wouldn't come at too many flat earthers with a sextant. I'm just saying. I wouldn't come at too many flat earthers with a sextant.
Yeah, because you guys can't explain how it works in your flat Earth.
I'm
You're
just
right,
letting
it
you
does-
guys off the hook, to be honest.
It does trigger flat earthers, and we do tend to get a lot of insults when we bring these kind of facts up. And it tends to drop into saying, I'm going to drop my balls in your mouth, or how do my balls taste, and that kind of thing. And it moves directly away from the actual argument, like the argument you were going to present, which is a manual that you were going to read together with B-Ball, which you never did, that was going to embarrass the crap out of him and bring him pain. That never happened.
No, I was
Unless
talking
I've
to
had a
you.
short-term memory loss.
Yeah, I was talking to you, and you're
No,
jumping
you were-
through
you-
my
you
hoop
were-
right now,
You're
as
talking
usual.
to B-Ball.
As usual.
Nice
And
claim.
by the
Nice
way,
claim,
how did
Mark.
Graham Hancock's balls taste, Ross?
I don't know. I've never tasted them.
You sure?
Why do you think that? What
'Cause you were
possible
saying you had a
reason?
bath with him last week.
What possible reason do you have for saying that? No, I said he lived in Bath. Again, you
Oh, my
being
bad.
an
My
idiot
bad.
that doesn't like listening to people and just wants to spout rubbish would obviously think that, because that's the kind of stupid, childish response I'd expect from you.
Well, trolling's all you deserve, Dross, because you're a gatekeeping cock.
You can make that claim all you want. I don't care, because your opinion really does not matter to me, Mo.
So can you explain how a sextant works on a flat earth, Merlin?
Yeah, well, that's where we are. That's what it's calibrated to.
Yet the manual says different. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's because they're telling Earth that Earth is a ball, right? Of course it's going to fucking be in there. It's the biggest conspiracy of all time. Third wave.
You know, if it was a conspiracy, it'd be busted wide open by now. Fucking wrong. There's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of amateur astronomers worldwide daily who can confirm it's not flat.
No, but there's people like B-Ball with a cognitive bias and
No,
are innocent and gullible that have
Listen to
been
what I
sucked
just
into the
said.
globe propaganda.
Oh, you mean kind of like how you got sucked into the flat Earth, like in 2015?
Who look up every night and confirm that you're not living on a flat plate. That takes a conspiracy out of it, Merlin, because it will be busted wide open.
It sure is shit. Observably spinning
we're all
ball.
here.
How's he's not muted again?
Just stop pretending that it's not a fucking issue. That's why we're all here.
It's not an issue. The Earth isn't flat.
Of course it is, Farmer's Boy. You know it's flat. You've
No, I
spoken to
don't.
one of the founders. Channel
No,
Q.
It's not flat.
Oh, it is, mate.
Show me. Show me the flat.
Look at the water, mate. It's right there in front of you.
Yeah, the water curves, mate. It follows the curve of the Earth, mate.
It doesn't.
But it does.
I don't know
because
why.
it's from
Why would you
space and
think such a
everything.
silly thing? Why would you
Merle.
think such a silly thing?
Meryl, how does wind work on a flat Earth? If you can explain that to me, I'll jump on board in the next 5 minutes.
Demonstrable thing. Why would you reject something so obvious because of the amount of evidence? That fucking it's congruent to the answer
Congruent.
of the
That's a
Earth
good word.
not being flat.
That's a
Why
good word.
do you reject all of that?
I mean, fuck's sake, Mole, you should have taken the hint that considering the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn are pretty much the same distance and the equator's quite a bit bigger, that's a fucking big problem in your model, mate.
Yeah, it's got a big clue, that.
Not really.
Yeah, I know, because it's evidence that totally contradicts what you believe.
You're attacking a straw man model anyway.
No, you do that daily. You don't understand the model, so that's why it hurts your brain and you get upset because you don't fucking understand what's going on.
I don't understand retardation.
Exactly. You don't
I think I
understand
do,
what's going
mate.
on.
Most
Everything is
retards.
daily, and you know the model better than any fucker else, and you don't. You constantly display that you don't know it.
I think most retards don't understand retardation.
Yeah, sure.
Because they're too retarded.
Sure. So, we're talking about heliocentrism, guys, and these guys are the experts. They're the trolls in Discord. We're going to tell the world that the Earth's a globe. That's what's going on here.
Heliocentrism has nothing to do with the shape of the Earth.
Yeah, heliocentrism actually has heliocentrism actually tells us. Wait, did you say heliocentrism versus geocentrism? Yeah, heliocentrism just tells us that we're not that we are not the center of the solar system.
Correct.
Heliocentrism versus geocentrism is already they both have a round Earth. Merle.
Yeah, they require round Earth.
That's why there are geocentrists that are ballers and geocentrists that are flat earthers. They're both wrong, but
the geocentrists on the flat Earth are really funny because they don't know shit about what they're supposedly arguing for.
Well, I mean, I think seen that. We've seen that this afternoon, haven't we?
Well, Merrick doesn't know shit. Don't need to add anything after it.
So, Merle,
right,
you said
so
that,
the trolls are getting their sound bites in. Now, this is a room full of retarded, fantastical, theoretical, scientific, pseudo-scientific. I'm just getting my lane, if you don't mind. You guys have had your say.
Talk to the people in here.
Get your sound bites in. Roll up. Roll up.
Roll up.
Join the circus. Join the circus.
In an argument, a cohesive, coherent argument to Merle is a soundbite. That's weird.
You don't have anything. That's why you're hiding here.
Now you said we're attacking a straw man.
Never faced the establishment
provide
with
us with
this
a model
bullshit.
so that we can actually have a discussion then?
No.
Even a general outlay, even just something very general that we can have a conversation about.
Let's start somewhere with a subject.
Sunset.
Makes sense though.
Explain why the angular size of the sun doesn't.
Well, let's use the moon,
increase as it's set in Merlin. It's real basic.
Depends what video you're looking at.
No videos. As you know yourself, forget it. Forget videos.
So you're using your eyes, are you?
Have you seen the sun go smaller and smaller and smaller as it sets? Yes or no?
You're looking at it through eyes or camera.
Have you seen it get smaller and smaller as it sets? Yes or no?
Yeah, I've seen it get smaller.
Anybody else want to play with this line prick?
No.
He's a waste of space.
So, with your eyes,
for me, it's not the sun.
I can show you footage of it getting smaller.
Because the moon really we don't have.
Shut up, Josh! You're talking over the top of me. So you can.
Well, actually, I started talking, then you started talking. But you carry on, mate.
You can put filters on, Riz, and that'll cut out all the atmospheric lensing.
No,
as you know.
How the hell a filter cuts atmospheric lensing? Can you explain this to us, Sam? How does a filter cut the atmospheric lensing?
Worse, he doesn't realize that if the filter's cutting out the atmospheric lensing, then that means that the sun should be changing size drastically through the day.
Correct, and it doesn't.
Well, this is what I like the moon better because the moon is a really nice, clear object. We don't really have the same lens flaring problem, and with that, when you watch the moon sink or you watch Orion, for me, Orion sinking below the horizon is a nightly occurrence. I don't see it disappearing or getting smaller. I just see it sinking below the horizon. Got a lovely view of the horizon where I am. I'm quite high up.
Sure you do. How come I've got video footage of it setting above the horizon?
No, you haven't.
Oh yeah. Watch that and enjoy that one. Fuckwits.
Oh, he calls me a fuckwit. So he's got a video showing something that nobody in the fucking world's seen before.
Are you sure? It's in Thailand. Cunt
I
hole.
don't give a fuck where it is, twat face.
Looks like a very, very heavy cloud bank there. I'm only 11 seconds in, but I'm reckoning it's going to disappear
let's
behind
watch
those
this
clouds.
Video. Oh, yep, looks like clouds.
Oh, yeah.
Why does it keep pulsing? Who's fucking about with a camera?
Take the L.
And it doesn't ever set either.
Oh, no, it's not setting, look.
Oh, it's clouds. Sorry.
Into anal bleaching much, guys?
Into the clouds.
There it is, and it sets below the horizon in the last couple of frames.
Oh, and he actually stops before it sets properly. Yeah. Well done, mate. What a twat.
Yeah. Yep.
You have nothing, right?
What, you've just presented nothing?
Are you sure?
Yep.
Yeah, right. So when's the sun ever go below the horizon?
Every time
Every
it's
day.
set.
Just post a video of that 1 second without the fucking cloud
Yeah,
bank.
give me a second. I got a nice video of a
Go
horizon.
and find something of the sun going below the horizon, below your feet.
I've got a
while you're
great
standing
video.
on
Give me a second. Let me find it. Great
No, it's
video
going
of the
below
sun
the
going below the
horizon. It's not
horizon.
going below my
Show
feet.
you to you
'cause it's
fucking
still a long
liars.
way away.
Let me find it.
You know where Cable Beach is, mate?
Relative to horizontal from your feet, yeah, it's gone below your feet.
Never been observed, never will you lose.
You think you're a fucking retard, aren't you?
You're a globehead.
Where
Get
is
used
that
to
video?
No, I accept reality, unlike you, who seems to run away from it every chance.
What's reality?
Well, there you go.
Stop asking dumb questions,
Answer the
Merle.
question. What's reality? Globeheads?
Oh, globehead. How about the sun appearing to set beyond the horizon because the Earth's moving?
There was a simple question on the table, globeheads. What's reality?
I just told you.
You're experiencing it right now.
Well, we are. I'm not quite sure what he's
No,
experiencing.
he's not.
I think he's burnt too many brain cells out.
Where is that
Actually, that last one I did by Michael Lewinsky.
Hey,
that's
foolish.
really pretty.
Foolish. What position do you fuck your wife in?
Is that all you got, Merle?
If you want to throw some ad homs my way, and you want to keep doing this with me, I'll fucking do it with you.
You see, Merle is
Merle, are you
struggling.
drunk?
This is what he resorts to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that saying Mike Lewinsky was a personal insult to you.
Clearly.
That's
you're
a
just
really
gonna
nice
sit
one
there
as well. That
calling me
one
a
by out
retard
in
and
Nuremberg.
getting your fucking gay sound bites every chance you get.
Yeah. I know you're a homophobe.
There's a nice, there's a
that's
nice
you
sunset
problem.
for you, Merle. Right there, below the horizon.
This post is really rather splendid. Oh, look, the sun's setting. It's not moving away. It's not fading out. It's setting beyond the horizon because the Earth's rotating away from it.
And look at that beautiful moon sinking into the sea. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, the moon is rather a good one, I have to admit.
I like the moon much better than the sun. Because it's nice
I think this is. I think this is what
flat earther in
Merle
the
believes is going on. This is what Merle believes is going on.
True colors being shown.
Is this what you think is happening, Merle? Is that what you think is happening in real life to the sun?
What's happening, people? You tell me. You tell me, third wave.
The picture I just posted is that what's happening?
Oh, by the way,
What's
B-Ball, what did you
happening?
say?
You explain
What
it
did
to
you
me,
say
B-Ball,
your
third wave
latitude was?
Is the sun going into the water on a flat Earth?
What's a flat Earth, people?
Oh, okay. We're gonna play dumb. Okay.
What's a flat Earth, people?
He's not playing.
It's what you believe. You believe the Earth is not a globe, so it has to be flat. Right?
People, answer the question. Try.
What's a flat Earth? It's what you believe, right? Isn't that what you believe?
Answer the question, people. Try. Use the brain. Turn it on, mate. Turn it on, people. Go, mate.
It's what you believe, right? Isn't that what you
B-Ball,
believe?
since he's just going to be a cunt for a second, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, when you're doing Lahaina Noon, what date and latitude was that again? I think I might be able to get up to the Caribbean as well.
1 second. I think it's like
Look
July
at the memes
15th,
on
I
this
believe.
dude. Look at the meme on this dude.
Lahaina Noon. Give me a second.
Because if you're on the if you're on 21, let's see, what is it, 21 North? Then I believe I can actually take a reading on the same day.
Hold on 1 second.
CB, they'd only get away with it in this room, dude. They'd never come out and face the establishment with memes.
What? Do you mean the group of other knobheads? The Earth is flat.
You're just trolls. You're scum. You're weak.
And you're just
Always
a
have
fucking
been. Always
idiot
will
who doesn't
be.
understand the world around him, and you get mad at that.
No, you're trolls. You're scum. You're
Yeah,
weak.
it's
You always will be.
July 27th at 12:29 here.
Yeah, and you're at 21 North?
Yep.
All right.
You
perfect.
gaslight people.
I think I may be able to actually
mean-spirited.
take a measurement the same day.
You
I'll get back-
assholes.
I'll let Jeremy know.
Shut up, Merle. Yes. Sounds
Getting
good, man.
triggered there.
Look
man.
forward to it.
All right. Merle, you calm down yet?
Now he's just asking to be muted, isn't he?
Yep. He's trying to play the victim card. He desperately wants to be muted, then he'll complain bitterly about being muted.
What's that?
You seem to be fishing for a mute so that you can cry foul, is what he said.
Yeah.
Explain to me how you're not a troll.
You just belched over the fucking microphone. Explain to me how you're not a troll.
I had gas. Sorry.
So mute yourself, you fucking ignorant prick.
So Merle, I'm not a troll because I come in here to engage in a conversation honestly, and I'd love to discuss a point with you. However, I've noticed over and over again that you seem to want to evade and attack people.
No. You don't need to reflect it back on me. We were looking at your personality and why you're here and why you're not a troll. So don't deflect it back onto me.
You've already told me I'm not a troll, Merle. You told me that I'm a genuine person.
So how are you not a troll? How are you not a troll? You're in a room full of trolls.
About people. I'm a genuine person who cares about people. You told me that yourself, Merle.
So you're in a room full of trolls. Why are you in a room full of trolls?
No, there's a room full of troll. You.
I think you're the troll. Are you really not going to address the first question you asked me?
This is a room full of trolls.
Brian, he doesn't address any question. He doesn't address any question at all.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned about Merle.
No, I don't think this is. I mean, my opinion is there are some trolls in here, but this isn't a room.
I don't like liars.
The vast majority of people here aren't trolls.
Then you don't like.
I don't like liars.
Then you probably
you're the
don't
one who
like
told me I'm
yourself
an
much.
honest individual and very genuine, and that I care about people.
Well, stop lying to people.
He's not.
Everybody in here is a liar. Everybody.
Merle, I think you were lied to, and I think you were lied to.
Who lied
and
to me?
Believed it.
Who lied
and
to
you
me?
believed it.
So you're
all the
lying.
people
Who
who told you
lied
the
to
Earth
me?
was flat.
Who
the
lied
people who
to
told
me?
you the Earth was flat. They all lied to you.
Who was that? Who was
and
that?
And you believed them.
Who told me the Earth was flat?
The first time you watched a flat Earth video and you were like, "Oh, that looks like it's believable," and you just kept on believing in it.
Who told me the Earth was flat?
I don't know. Whoever you.
I don't know.
Who knows?
So who's
Eric
stupid?
Dubay?
Who's making assumptions?
Did Eric Dubay
You?
tell you? Did Mark Sargent tell you?
When did they tell me that?
No, he doesn't like either of them. He's
hang on a second. Hang on a second. He's making assumptions.
Are there shows now?
No, hang on. He's making
assumptions.
Brian, can you just chill for a sec? Brian, can you just chill for a sec? So, people, who told me the Earth was flat?
I don't know. You tell me.
Who told me the Earth was flat? You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me. Was it Eric Dubay?
When did Eric Dubay tell me the Earth was flat?
Was it Mark Sargent?
So when did they tell me the Earth was flat?
Probably sometime around 2015.
So they actually rang me up and told me, did they?
I don't know. You probably watched a few videos, and you said, "Oh, I tried to debunk it, but I couldn't."
Right. So that's more assumptions, right?
I don't know. Yeah, actually, I am making an assumption because that's pretty much how all the other flat earthers became flat earthers. So yeah, I'm gonna assume that's how it happened to you.
Right. We'll keep on assuming.
How about you tell us? How did you become a flat earther? What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Every though, you remember, some became flat earthers to sell the t-shirts.
Yeah. So come on, Merle. What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
It wasn't a straw that broke the camel's back. One of the first things I saw was Meth Powerland, actually.
Oh yeah, and remember he
was a comedy
as a joke.
Yeah, Meth Powerland was a comedy act.
Why
that was a joke. He even mentioned it that it was a joke. It was a comedy act. And people started
just asked me a question, and I was just sharing something with you.
Landed on it.
And it didn't break the camel's back. You asked me what I saw. I saw a Math Powerland video.
A comedian.
And I didn't make any assumptions like you are.
That he was trolling.
No, I didn't make any assumptions. I just thought
you shouldn't understand. That's trolling. Yeah, we know that you're a fucking thick cunt.
That's interesting what he was saying. That's all.
And did you not hear when he said that it was all a joke? Did you miss that part?
When did he say that? Do you want to timestamp that and post it for everybody to see?
There's actually videos. You can go to his channel. I think you can watch a video. I think Bob the Science Guy actually made a video about it. But you probably don't.
Right.
You probably wouldn't believe Bob the Science Guy.
No, I mean you're the one who knows the whole psyop inside out, mate.
Well, I think there's a video of Matt Powerland actually ranting about it, how he was going to sue Mark Sargent and sue.
Is this a one-way conversation or is this a two-way conversation?
Well, I'm trying to explain it to you if you let me get through it. Are you done? Okay, so there's a video.
So is it a one-way conversation or two-way?
Mel, stop being a cunt.
Well, maybe have a two-way conversation then.
Well,
go ahead,
maybe let people talk.
I was.
No, and then every time you start talking, you talk over.
No, he asked me a question, and he's trying to psychoanalyze. But let's get real now. So there's a psyop, people. You weren't here.
Oh no. Oh, it's
called a Trojan horse psyop meme.
Oh, okay. It's all a lie, right? It's all a lie. He's a
jumping
plant,
in
right?
again. You're jumping in again.
Is he a plant?
You need to listen. Try.
Not really.
Right. So, in the beginning, there were people. Some of the people were called Math Powerland, Eric Dubay, Mark Sargent. But Tim Osman was the one who raised the alarm. And he said, "Careful, guys. There's a Trojan horse psyop meme at play called the Flat Earth."
Oh,
were you there for that? Were you there for that, B-Ball?
No, I sure wasn't.
Yes.
Is that
I wasn't there.
Towards that he's been here longer than somebody else.
Yeah, seeing the whole thing unfold.
You know what? For once, Beach is right.
Seeing all the people come unfold.
You're gaslighting yourself here.
How am I gaslighting myself?
Because you think you're some fucking special dude who hasn't done all these fucking things. You're the only one who knows all this fucking shit. You know what? The reason you're fucking paused before you answered the question is because you had to remember what lie you told about 2 months ago when you went through this story.
What are you on about?
You.
Shut up, fucking fuck you. You fat fucking cunt.
Yeah,
you fat fucking cunt. Tell him about the psyop, Riz.
By now. What time is it now?
Tell him about the psyop, Riz.
There,
Tell him about the psyop, you fat cunt.
With your mother that you care for.
I'm not screaming.
You are.
No, I'm in front of a microphone. It's probably turned up loud. And I'm not drunk or anything.
Get your fucking head down so your mother can fucking get a good night's kip.
Hey, mind your own business, you fat cunt.
Yeah, maybe you should mind your business.
Is Merle going to make his mom walk in and tell him to shut the fuck up like she did on Dell's show?
Did that really happen?
Yep.
Yeah, mom walked in on him in the middle of the night because he was screaming and bothering her sleep. So she came in and told him to shut the fuck up. She's trying to sleep.
I wasn't screaming.
Oh, Merle.
It's on video.
We've heard this several times to tell you off. She told you for a couple of weeks.
And you're lying. And you're lying.
That's hilarious.
I wasn't screaming though, was I, you faggot?
She came in and told you told her to fuck off.
Attack again.
What's that? Yeah, because you're bringing up fucking nothing. And listen, there's the psyop.
Time is it?
And you're part of it.
Time is it?
What difference does it make?
I'm just wondering.
Talk about the psyop, Riz. Offer the
add insult to injury. Like it didn't hurt bad enough that his mommy told him to shut the fuck up in front of everyone. His hero, Daddy Dell, laughed at him. Dell laughed at Merle when this happened.
It was funny.
And he's never gotten over that.
It was funny.
Merle.
Wasn't it funny?
There's no psyop, Merle. There's just no psyop. Come on.
Oh, come on, Beach. Let's talk about the psyops. No one else can.
There's no psyop. It's just science.
Nobody can fucking demonstrate is real.
We know there's a psyop, so let's talk about it.
No, you're just brain damaged.
It's a psyop. SCI. Psyop.
Brain damage from what?
I don't know. Were you starved of oxygen at birth?
Oh, that's not very nice.
I asked the question.
You sound like you can hardly breathe, you fat bastard.
Were you starved of oxygen at birth?
No.
Are you sure? Can you remember that?
Got anything else?
Mo.
How can you verify?
When are they going to
that you
reveal
were?
the flat Earth, Mo?
Are you proud of your
When's the big
emaciated
reveal
body?
going to happen, Mo?
What's that?
I said, are you
When's
proud of
the
your
big-
emaciated
I
body?
think somebody's trying to do a shit impersonation of me or something.
Mo. When's the big reveal going to happen, Mo? The flat Earth.
Wow.
I'm waiting for you to tell me when the flat Earth is going to be revealed.
I don't know, you're here, mate, with your calibrated fucking auto level. You're on it now.
Yeah.
You're the one who's desperate, not me.
I want to be a
You
part
want
of
the
the
fish
flat
tank.
Earth.
You know it's not a globe b-ball, but you're just gonna LARP in here a bit.
When are you going to show me, Merle?
I'm not here to show you. Stop being lazy.
I want to see the flat Earth.
You talk in your normal voice again, and I'll show you how to do patter.
Merle, I want to see evidence for the flat Earth. When are you going to show it to me?
Don't hold your breath.
Well, you're a fucking mong, dude.
There you go.
I'm just messing with you, Merle. But really, man, when are we gonna see the big reveal? I'm waiting, you know. I'll be all over it when I see evidence for it, actual evidence.
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for the big reveal for NASA to say, "Oh, we were lying the whole time. It's flat." When do you think that's gonna happen?
I mean, I'm surprised you actually think that.
I mean, you know that you guys have all your researchers, you know, your flat Earth researchers. It should be making some progress by now, you know. When's it gonna happen?
I guess it all depends who you're focusing on and what research you're talking about. I mean, there's lots of different factions in the.
You know, you guys gotta get some PhDs on it, you know, some scientists, you know,
They're
send some
already on it,
balloons
mate.
up,
They're already on it.
take some,
Love it.
go down to Antarctica and take some photos of the ice wall and get like some samples of the dome.
You don't
You
think
guys should be all over it.
You don't think like flat Earth is being spoken about in every fucking sector of society?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think
you
so
don't
at all.
think so. Right.
No.
Right, so it's
I think it's only
worldwide
being
and then
spoken about on these few little channels here on
You know,
YouTube. I don't think it's being spoken
Obama
about
talked
anywhere
about
else.
it. YouTube tried
Come
to
on, he
shut
made
it
a
down.
joke about it.
He joked about it,
Yeah.
One time.
And YouTube tried to shut it down.
Come on.
Yeah, because
You
it's
find
fake
that
news,
most
man.
people are not aware.
There's
that idiots
there's videos with sometimes 17 million.
Wait,
You don't
say
think
that
it's
again?
a big deal?
They
There's
crack down on a
videos.
lot of disinformation channels, including Flat Earth.
There's videos, flat Earth, being discussed with 17 million.
There's
sometimes
videos of
more.
reviews of toys for 2-year-olds with 25 million views. It's like,
Exactly.
There you go.
People watch
So you
it.
don't think it. You don't think it's being discussed in every sector of society.
It's been discussed, but it's not being
As a
discussed in every
joke,
section.
sure. As
What
a
makes
joke.
you think that? What makes you think that?
Because people are curious. Oh shit, what's this? Let me click on this. Wow, did you see this weird guy talking about flat Earth?
What weird guy talking about flat Earth?
All of them. All you weird people.
So what makes you normal?
I mean, I might not be normal compared to other people, but I mean, the rest of us don't believe the Earth is flat.
Yeah, but why do you
You know, we
think
don't
it's a
deny-
globe?
We don't deny evidence because
Why
the
do you
evidence
think it's a
shows
globe?
Because the evidence shows it's a globe, Merle.
No, it doesn't.
It does, man. We can go back and forth with this all day.
I've seen the evidence, man. I've seen it all, dude. I've seen the people come and go too. I've seen people like much stronger globe head than you, dude.
Yeah, they don't care because they get bored with it, man.
No,
Nobody
they don't.
cares. They do.
They don't. Tim Osmond tried to debunk it, and then he found out he had a problem on his. He went to the salt flats with Jesse Kozlowski.
Yeah, exactly.
And they discovered something.
And he knows it's a globe.
It's curved.
He knows it's a
Nah.
globe.
Yeah,
No.
but he didn't discover it's flat.
Why did
every
they
time
disappear out
Tim
the
Allen
scene
comes
then
around,
after that?
he talks about his drone and how when he sent his drone up, some of that whatever Strawn's knob, it comes up above the horizon when he sends his drone up, and when he goes down, then you can't see it anymore.
Where's
That's
Jesse
what- that's what,
Kozlowski gone?
Tim Allen-
He's around.
still
Where's
around.
Where's Soundly gone?
He's around.
They're bored with it, man. They don't give a fuck anymore. They know it's a globe. Why would they still be around? They've moved on.
Reasonable way that they could, and they decided that talking to you guys was pointless
So why did you guys stay then?
because we're gluttons for punishment.
Yes.
I do this for my own amusement. It's fun.
We like to point
No,
and
you
laugh
don't.
at the morons.
No, you don't. Farmer's boy, you're the biggest moron in the room.
Oh, thank you, Mel. This is why we like to point and laugh at you idiots.
Yeah, but you've always been an idiot. When did it change?
How long have you known me?
Since you fucking came out on Jose Gonzalez and you go around to Channel Q's and act like a fucking goon.
I came
Nothing
out.
changed.
I came out, did I?
Yeah, you came out your troll closet to
Really?
keep the flat earth, yeah.
Ah, so you haven't known me that long then?
No, you've been around a couple of years, 2 or 3.
Like I say, you haven't known me that long, considering I'm 51.
No? So
No.
this is a
There you
new
go.
thing for you,
So
right?
You are, again, talking out of your fucking arse.
What's that?
Everything you say.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Have you travelled the world, have you?
And you don't. You say the earth is
You
flat.
don't know
and it
me.
isn't.
You don't know.
And then when you get upset, you get all insulting and make homophobic remarks.
You don't know me. You're calling me a
I know you.
retard before.
You are definitely retarded, Mel.
Yeah, so you're one of these people on the internet.
Oh, very good. You identified him as a person on the internet.
Thankfully, reality doesn't care about these morons.